Cool. Okay. So, after last week?
Are you recording?
Yeah. After last week, which bath did you go back to? Are you staying at the Dagger Inn, where you have been staying, or did you go back to Anirafell's pub?
Oh, I went to the Dagger Inn.
How much time has passed?
Yeah, okay,
She's
cool.
still in that bar.
Yes, but 2 weeks later, just this shriveled prune. Okay, so yeah.
Fusion to get out.
Okay, so we are.
Absolutely hammered.
I've actually got here. The last was Ash. Heist went bad. Nearfall chases Ash. Walker goes for his bow. Nearfall fails to catch Ash. I went back and had a bath.
So let's begin this, as all good adventures begin then, in the tavern. Checks tech to make sure tech works. Tech working. What a surprise!
Cursed it twice now.
This is going to go horribly wrong in about an hour. You'll just hear me scream and cry. So we are in the Dagger Inn then. It's been... How long have you been laying low? I'll let you guys decide how long you want from the events of the heist. One thing I will say is during that time the city has been on high alert.
I'd say good few weeks.
Yeah, probably.
I'm refusing to get out of my room.
Going about your normal everyday business of...
I permanently now just on rooftops now. I'm not going down ground level.
That's a news, like,
Sneaky about the place all the time.
that's how you know it's been high alert, because you can see it all on high alert, but they can't see you because you've been rooftoping it. Okay, that's cool. You deduct about 200 gold then just for your living expenses, both each kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're not seen a wine bill yet.
And remind me that next
Yeah, I've
time
been in the bath for hours.
Anirafell's will be like 400, because it'll be like 2 weeks time, or 300, because it might be a week's time.
Sorry.
Depending how this all goes. Okay, so let's do all that bookkeeping first. You haven't seen hide nor hair of Anirafell during that time. He has been keeping himself to himself in his fisherman's fiend. In fact, no one has seen him, because the regulars have been reporting to you saying that no one's seen him out there. So I don't know if you want to position yourselves in the tavern, and let's begin as we normally do by having a beer, both in-game and out-game.
I'm also going to whip some of my gear back on. I'm still rinsed apparently.
Are you still rinsed?
Yeah, I didn't actually add all the gear back because we ended the session.
Oh yeah, so you would have this. So, your beers. I don't know if you want to have a beer while you're sitting here.
Of course.
Do you want to roll for your beer? Or do you want me to do it for you?
No, roll for me beer.
3d20. Roll this 3 times, and that's wrong.
11.
Okay.
15. 20. Keeping that dice.
It's
I don't think you
Dwarven,
want to keep it on that one because that's percentage dice, I think.
Dwarven Smooth Tipple.
Dwarven smooth.
Tipple you're having.
Nice.
Roll 1d6 for me.
Oh, I thought the other.
Oh, no, I've got quite
Can I get a
What
bowl
max
of
strength?
beer for the dragon, please?
I would put him outside, because red dragons don't do well inside. People would, yeah, your dragon, that's what we mean to say, in downtime, your dragon is outside the city.
Can't see with my dialogue, you know, it's going bloody adventurous. It's got to be adventurous.
And you feel free to keep coming in, going inside the gates and leaving your animals outside if you don't want them in the city with you. Because obviously, having a dragon, a direwolf is difficult to explain. A dragon nigh on impossible.
6.
Okay, that is 8%.
Lovely. I'm pissed.
First point.
Let's write it down.
What was it? 12, 14, 12, and 9.
14, 12. Farmer's Special Tickler.
Nice.
Farmer's Special Tickler. Popular with the farmers.
Oh, it's okay. It's only 4. I thought it was 1. I thought it's fairly alcoholic.
6%. It's D6, whatever you roll plus 2.
Yeah.
I thought that kind of gave a nice average from a session beer to a, whoa, what am I drinking?
We're definitely not running a D20.
No, not ludicrous beer.
Christmas beer.
Yeah, so plop yourselves on the table, and as you're That's where it's sitting in.
We decided staying as far away as possible.
Yeah, you're done. So yeah, there is. You haven't seen him for a while, but in walks Rannoch, and so he steps in, and he is kind of like, "Here's where you are. I've been looking all over for. I thought you were standing in the noose and the fisherman's friend. No one's answering there. I can't do that joke now that I had planned for that. Just missing the new film." And he kind of like asks what the heck happened at the heist, what went wrong. He also says he's been dragged in front of Lord Azure's clerical court, which means they've used clerics to sort of read his mind. And he is, luckily, I can honestly answer that it had nothing to do with us, kind of, the jewel theft, because it wasn't one of our guys that done it. Who was it?
Walker, I'll let you answer that one.
I'm just staring at him, just going,
Has a Nearful done the dirty on us?
No,
If he
not at
has.
all. No, an earful knew nothing about it. It all went south.
Let's just say we were this close and something happened, and to be honest, I'm not even sure I want to discuss it right now.
Yeah, you can tell that just from that you're...
I need to talk to a few people first.
Well, I'll leave this in the bottom of your hands then, if you don't mind. I'm going to have a beer. And he's going to have a 17, 7, and an 18. 17, Trey God's strong hunter.
It's
Very
going
good, strong
to
hunter.
be a 1.
6%, yeah, I was going to say, yeah. Oh, right, it's ironically named.
False advertising.
Yeah, that's Trey God's strong hunter.
With a name like that, I feel it's got to be a D8.
Yeah, I think I feel on some of these I should have a little asterisk to say roll D8. Yeah.
Warning.
Like, strong. That's instantly going to be I may adjust this table.
Top tier. Top tier and then gutter.
Okay. I don't know whether to start. I do have an adventure plan today. I don't know whether to start it now or let you go a bit of shopping first, kind of thing, and then start it. So what I'm going to do is going to say it's morning, and he's like, "All right, meet me back here in the evening because we need to talk about this further." And that will allow us to come back to the tavern later on, because obviously tavern, and you can go shopping if you want for anything you want. We can obviously expedite that part and just buy stuff. Or if you're happy with everything you got, while you are shopping, or you're out on the streets, and let's go to, say you're in the market district of, not fish market, merchant district. So. Let's do that. Bustling market. One of your regulars walks up to you, not Bargo, because obviously he can't walk. It's Bad Luck Ben. Bad Luck Ben. Looks like, Mister, old beardy man sent me to get you. You know, the little crazy guy that lives under the bridge. He said he's got.
Look at him initially, just going, right, okay. Do you know how many people with beards I know?
Yeah,
and then all of a
it's
sudden
the
just thought,
bearded
yeah, oh, okay, gotcha.
So dressed up.
Bearded man wants you. He's got a little something for you. He said a little present. And he holds out his hand.
We're getting very too expectant of these things now. I know it's a common occurrence, and I think I might be treating you a bit too well.
It's good to get rid of your coppers.
I don't own any. I literally run with gold.
Yeah.
Anything else I just chuck straight at the accountant.
In the early days, there was like you just used to throw copper away. I don't want that.
Melt it down. So, does he only want to see Walker?
Are you with
Both
me?
go.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both can.
Why not?
I look over to you. You go, hey, the boy. Smaller than usual. I imagine Jasper's probably giving him something already, to be honest. He's getting greedy.
So we are going to go to the news district, because that's where the bridge is, and you're going to go to the Singing Bridge. And it's been a while since you've been here with the.
Did you give him anything? Or did you just walk off?
Hmm?
Did you actually give him anything?
Yeah.
Or did you just walk off?
Yeah, I threw him a gold.
Bloody hell.
Gold?
Yeah.
He's
I
good
tried to give him something
stuff.
small, that's why I asked you to do it. You could have pulled out something smaller. I don't have any small change.
And each time you enter the Singing Bridge, it does creep you out, because it is just a bridge with spikes on the way through. It's a really rickety wooden bridge anyway, but there's all manner of different skulls on from different creatures, human, rams. And as the wind whistles through, it does make
Does it appear to come out
a
of the skull?
singing... Yeah, and that's why it gets its name, the Singing Bridge.
Nice.
And you knock on the door,
Show off.
and you hear this, What do you want? Busy doing experiments. Woo, 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 woo. And you're like, you hear all these voices and noise coming from in, and
Jasper.
oh, it's you! And suddenly all the noise just instantly cuts off. He is. And you
It's
go,
a
Was
weird
it a
one.
sound?
the door opens, and he's like, "That's all right. I was just watching a Dirty Harry."
He's a strange one, isn't he? Dirty Harry. How long's he not had a bath then?
I think
Do you?
he sounds familiar.
It's one of your regulars.
Yeah.
And you're looking at him
I'm
going,
looking around for an urgent he should be in there. Doing with my 6-year-old.
He's like, oh, no, sorry, no. Now, I've been busy at work at this. I've only got one at the moment, and it's quite expensive to make, but you're more than welcome to it. And he hands you this arrow. And on the back, sort of tied a little sort of bag and a sort of sparky thing attached to the bag. And
Okay, we're going thief here.
so
I
he's
was
got,
joking.
What you got?
That's nice.
yeah. So
I'm liking the fucking bracket.
it's a fire arrow called the Rambo arrow, but
Look how he's
the
done
W
it.
is in brackets.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this is going to come out on the camera. But
These orange ones.
I'll give it a go.
Mmm. Cool.
In fact, we can switch over to the Logitech.
Have you got enough gold, or do you want me to pay for it?
He hasn't asked you.
Oh no, for this one it was the free. Next ones are going to be
Oh, okay.
The first one's always free.
yeah, first one's free.
And I can't bother to lean over that long, so you can pause it if you want.
Yeah, pause it to read that. And he also goes, look, and I've got another arrow for you I've been experimenting with. Oh, I like this. It reminds me of this game I used to play, or will play in the future. And he hands you that. This one's even more expensive, but well worth it.
I didn't ask for anything like this, but okay.
Yeah. I might have to reinstall that.
You do that, Jasper, you do that.
Yeah.
With that sort of knowing but no clue look.
Super expensive, but could be useful in that.
Oh, we did actually have a card in here.
I thought, yeah, it's basically potentially a one-shot humanoid, so it's not going to be any good against monsters. That's it.
No.
Humanoid size orcs, maybe, based on from Thief Dark Project. So it's literally I want to take this guy down. Loose and arrow, one shot, he's dead. I should also point out while we're in this right here, I have been working on a few rules, house rules. Here we go. I thought this would be quite fun. After last week's sessions, while we're going on, where are we? So after last week's session, when Liam was like, I want to shoot him in the ankle, I'm like, well, D&D does not allow you to do that. It does not have a VAT system. Warhammer Fantasy does, but I've got a VAT system now. You have to say before you hit if you want to try it out. And what it is, you make your attack roll, and whatever your attack roll is, take that away from the enemy's AC, so the AC is potentially going to be higher if you hit. And you end up with a number, normally quite small. So if it's like 0 to 4, difference, you're going to damage the body as normal, and then different levels you're going to damage the legs or the head. And if you get to like 15 plus, so you've done some major damage as a headshot, and it does quadruple the amount of damage. Now if you get a 20 while you're doing that as well, a quadruple the amount of damage, then roll onto the crit table where you could quadruple the quadruple and get to silly damage.
Literally, if I was aiming at the leg, I've just blown his leg off with an arrow.
Oh, no. That's the head. That's only the head. So if you're aiming at the leg...
Well, I'm just thinking if you hit that scenario as well.
Yes, I see on the crit table, So legs will do things like damage, plus it will slow them down by 5 foot. So if you are in that chase situation, that's what that is.
I'm glad you come up with this idea because it made your life harder, but not mine.
Yes, that's what I mean. So there's that, but also because whilst I was on that Warhammer sort of Warhammer Fantasy roleplay esque, I was like, well, I might as well bring disease and infection into the game.
Why not?
Why not? So I've only got 3 prototype diseases at the moment, but I've got all the symptoms that I want to use to make up diseases. So what I do is I've got a list of symptoms, go, right, this disease is made up of these symptoms, and each symptom has an effect upon you, and to cure the disease you've got to cure each symptom, or just wait out the disease for it will just naturally end after a certain amount of time. So don't touch anything dirty. You can get gangrene. That's probably the worst thing there is in the game, because you lose body parts. That's body parts. So don't get gangrene of the head. And I am working on amputation system next. I thought I might as well go for.
I swear this is going to get dark before it gets light.
Well, because it's quite a low magic world, Karamiko, so there's not really much in the way of healing. You don't get priest healers, so I want barber surgeons who are just going to hack things off and patch you up. Healing potions work as normal, don't panic. They're still a thing. But they're quite rare, I've noticed, in our games. We haven't had one for...
I've got loads.
About 6 months. You've got loads already. She's stocked up, and I think you've got all the healing potions
in the world. The world.
Just retired, we sold them for someone who's really desperate.
Okay, where do you want to go to next in town, or do you just want to?
I'm actually generally looking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's healer's kit. Apparently I've got one of those, which I didn't realise.
Yeah, healer's kit's where you need. We sort of introduced that as a house rule, where you need that to have your super short rest. Short rest.
Yeah, it kind of forces one.
Yeah, you just need that
equivalent of,
yeah. Which kind of liked. Right. Okay, so you leave Jasper's and you go back to the Merchant District. Just to stop that scene, actually creeps me out.
It's just like the volume's just turned up to 100. It's just like continuously. Jasper's coming up with just written cards.
What I found out in our games today is no one has a wand of wonder, I'm sure. I actually, no, I think the constable had a wand of wonder. No, remember that little, when you had to do the first game this season, the constable come in and goes, solve this easy missing person mystery, and then there was a rat man god.
Oh, yeah.
The god made of rats, like
Yes.
Tentacle rat monster god thing.
Yeah, it's a thing of nightmares.
A thing of nightmares.
Yeah, I nearly died again.
I love the fact you treat yourself like a fighter, like a tank up front.
Which is so funny.
Because you can do a load of damage, as in you do damage, but...
You make glass.
Leroy!
You're the most squishiest thing I know.
Well, it definitely wasn't until you realised it wasn't over squishy.
Yes, because I was made squishier than I needed to be.
So feel free to go shopping because I don't know if you remember, someone put an order in for something last week. I don't know if I want to check on that order, but I don't know how. I don't want to be a bastard because Liam's not here, but he placed an order for a flame tongue rapier. And
Yes, he did. Didn't you say it was going to take like ages?
well, yeah, but then someone pulled their finger out and actually managed to track one down. Make an item card.
You could nick it.
It's better say that. How much do I want to annoy him since he's just literally annoyed me? Or sort of. I'm not.
This is. Yeah, I love the tip of that. Like the books just was. It's like,
It's going to make a thing of this now. All these great ideas. Yeah, cheers for that.
I should share it.
Is it money on delivery or has it already been paid for?
no, it's money on delivery.
Oh, suddenly. Himself.
It's 5,000 gold pieces as well.
Yeah, I know it was expensive.
Yeah. I do have 2 cards printed up, so if ever you fancy it in the future, maybe we can arrange something and go into a dungeon, find one. I've got to get the
I'm
doors.
trying to make a decision. I'm still trying to make a decision from 2 weeks ago how I want to run this. him not being here today has made it even harder.
Yeah, because you don't want to. Obviously, there is this sort of somewhat semi-rivalry, and you don't want to be a dick when the person's not here. When they're here, that seems fine.
If you can't see the facial expressions, it's not worth it.
No. So yeah, let's leave it for now.
I'll leave it there. As much as I would like to take it, have fun with that. But
So we can just say it's not there yet. You've checked in on the blacksmith.
I'm aware it's there.
Yeah.
I don't know. He may not. Oh.
Yeah, that's true. We'll do it like that.
Yeah.
So okay, I guess that's it for shopping. All tooled up, and that's all.
There's nothing I need. My tools are my hands.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
There is that. It shows me.
Flame on.
What's this
It's just lobbing hand grenades at this point. It's just magic hand grenades.
Let's go for a barbecue, guys.
You haven't incinerated anyone in a while, to be honest.
No, I'm getting a bit itchy fingered.
I feel like can.
I might have to barbecue something for the dragon.
We've had a couple of 2 sessions of non-death. I feel we could change that. Let's go back to the tavern. It's going to be the same beer because obviously they don't change barrels that quickly. But it's now, let's say we get into evening now. How do I do things? So I check. Oh, look at that lovely colour. See, my lights work all independent.
Yeah, he was swearing.
Assuming that was a desired effect, of course.
So they're each individual ESP32s, and so there's 3 WLED things.
Yes, you've literally put.
I had them all separate.
It saves wiring them up, to be honest.
Yeah,
together.
I didn't want. I thought about it, having it running fine. I thought I'm going to have wires running around the room. Here's a little tech conversation.
Yeah, I was about to say, we go a little segment
patrons,
here. Technical talk.
And I thought, yeah, it saves wires hanging around the room. I can hide them more and put them where I want better. That's fine.
The fact that I can move
And
them
I can
outside.
have them totally independent, so they can be totally different colour scheme. Bang, brilliant. And then about halfway through a setup, it's working like this. I'm like, I'm loving this. I somehow didn't realise I pushed the sync button. I didn't realise I'd done it. And then suddenly, yeah, I'm like, why are you chat? Looking at all my touch portal stuff, all my code.
Oh,
I'm like,
It's because for most people want that.
Yeah, went blue.
Yeah,
Most
just
people
have
want
one.
them to do that.
It's all separate, yeah, and then just one touch and. But touch portal does one touch, you know. So I was like, oh, what's this sync setting here? Oh, they're all synced up.
I've got a job coming up soon, actually. I ironically might need your assistance. You probably know more about WAD than I do now.
Yes, I've been playing well with it that long, yeah. Yeah. I can help you out now. Yes, I've got evening lights, so yeah, let's go.
When I was playing at home, I'm the LED guy.
Yeah, this is our own projects that I normally get to do anything more complicated than a tea light. Tavern.
The apprentice has become the master.
Well,
I'm saying that low enough. So
Don't-
maybe
don't look at the soldering skills.
Oh, no.
And this is why I want them separate, so no one at home can really see this because they just get this tabletop thing. But It's the...
They can't see you pointing either. You want them to see you pointing.
Yeah, no, okay, for this one, I was about to panic thinking we've had a tech failure, but no, for this is correct because we're inside. But what it means is those can normally...
You're still filming.
I just look like I've got a white lamp face go...
and as the camera pans up, you see God. This is our God, people. This is who runs the show. You could have timed that better.
I panicked, I figured that's not worked. But yeah, normally, sometimes we're going to go into places where these will stay evening, night, or whatever colours they are, and this will just be the effect for... So if you're in the wilderness, so they're dark, this will be the only one that lights up if you light your lantern or your torches. These will still give you that ambient remembrance. I was quite pleased. I was quite pleased and happy with that. So, okay, we're in here. We're back in the tavern. You're having some more beers, obviously.
Nice.
That was really weird.
Yeah, that's on the side.
It's like some drunk next to us that's going on about it. So, you know, when there's conversations you have with someone and you just like disagreeing to them and try and carry on the conversation even though you want to get out of there. That's what I imagine just happened.
Me last week.
Just some drunk talking about whatever, something WLED, whatever that is. You're a friend with Jasper, aren't you?
Yes, he talks crazy.
Crazy man.
So Rannick's in, he's having a beer as well. He's sitting with you and going, I tell you what, he seems like he's aged 10 years almost with stress. He's like, you don't want to go up against the clerical court. It's like earworms in your mind, just probing, getting any information. You can't hide any lies from them. Oh, lucky I didn't have to. I won't push you any further for who the culprit was. I just trust that we can't have freelance thieves running around here, so if we see him, we're going to have to...
That's the problem with freelance, they don't normally stick around very long.
That is indeed the problem. So,
Absolutely.
as long as he's gone,
He seems to be.
that's fine.
All I'll say is, you better hope he's gone, because I wouldn't recommend getting in his way.
Oh, it's like that, is he?
I imagine he's gone, though, to be honest, knowing how he used to operate.
Oh, thank goodness. It seems weird. You probably noticed this. We're sort of an official thieves guild. You've probably noticed this, where we do thieving, and as long as we don't touch Lord Azure's palace and certain merchants that pay their dues, we get a free reign of the city as long as we don't overstep the mark. So we can't have freelancers upsetting that balance, and then Lord Azure will just kill him. And speaking of Lord Azure, no one's seen his face. No one's seen him. Occasionally you see his black coach hurtling through the town, taking him down to the harbour so he gets on board the Mark of Chaos. That's that big scary looking ship with, well, seemingly made out of corpses.
I always wondered about that one.
Yeah.
It has these weird things on the side that poke out. I don't know, no one knows what they are.
I thought that's so they could sink it in case of emergency. Why do you put a hole in the side of a ship?
Flaps open up and it pokes out. Witchcraft anyway. Magical witchcraft.
I was going.
Yeah.
I do a thing to see if I'm drunk or if I'm just acting.
Yeah. Yes. Go for it.
Remind me how we do this.
Let's do a Constitution saving throw. I'd say doing that. If you fail, you're drunk.
16 bad again. You're too old for
Yeah.
it. So you can pee out the ship.
Well, it makes sense.
In private. Open the flap up. Get yourself up close. No one can see you. That's what it is.
Speaking of which, I need to go and relieve myself. This beer's gone straight through me. Is this one of them well Weatherspoons houses where the toilet's right upstairs, or is there an outhouse? He gets up and he's gone for a while and he comes back and goes, that's better. At least things seem to be a bit more normal. Strange things have been happening in Black Sand. I mean, Black Sand's a strange place anyway. City of thieves in it, that's why I love it. But people disappearing, rumours of rat men.
Ratman? Did you hear anything about Ratman?
No one talk about it.
No.
No more PTSD.
Make a
Insects and bloody.
where you say make a
flying things.
Perception check for me just for this. This is.
For both of us?
Yeah, why not? He's just wrapped up in his world. You don't know.
Oh.
21.
6. That was lovely.
You're wrapped up in Rannoch's talk about Black Sand, learning about his history and stuff. You notice
You're on your 5th beer.
a woman walking to the pub, and she appears to be looking for someone or someone's. You're over here. Move your dragon to that.
Yeah, no worries.
And everyone sort of looks at her and she's holding a goose.
I just go, Kevin, look, just understand why he's suddenly laughing, probably out of control. So where are you going with this, Kevin?
As she's looking around the bar and she notices you guys in the corner, and she sort of looks at Rannoch and goes, great, and she comes over and instantly goes, oh, Mr. Rannoch, have you seen my husband?
No.
No.
Nobody carries a chicken.
So we got a goose woman and chicken man.
He's laid it.
I hate you so much right now.
And Rannoch's like, good wife Thanatos. No, we have not seen Gonzo.
I've just got my hand on my head, leaning onto the table. Just going, there's another one. There's another one. Mentally sort of making out, going, where did I leave that wolf?
Yeah. Where is he outside? Is he sort of watching?
He's on patrol, just going around, just staying around the alleys and things.
Yeah, oh, okay, she's in the streets.
Just making sure, like, anything he doesn't like, he'll probably eat it. But in the dark of the alleys.
Well, and she turns out to Rannoch and goes, well, if my good for nothing Gonzo can't help me, perhaps you can. There's demons in my cellar. Demons, I tell ye. Poor old Tidy Tom. He hasn't eaten in days. And Rannoch's like, Tidy Tom? Tidy Tom's so fat that if you put another pie in him, it explodes, good wife Thanatos. Nonetheless, there are demons in my cellar. Demons. Rannoch turns around to you guys and says, excuse me, she may seem crazy, but she is one of our best tipsters. Now, in the Thieves Guild, a tipster is obviously, you don't need to explain, Patrick, is someone that will give them tips. And he sort of explains that she lives in the...
Just went out.
Just dipped for a second.
Hello. She lives in the garden district, so she also cleans the nobles' houses, and explains the reason why she's such a good tipster is the gentry and nobles, they just never pay attention to the lower class. You can have a cleaner in there and they'll be talking about the most intricate details.
They're deaf.
Yeah, they're less than human, so they're not even paying attention to them. And it is good wife Thanatos that provided the information about the Star of the East for us, and she is invaluable.
Is that a full name?
Well, it's just good wife, as in I don't want to get that medieval-esque. It's Thanatos Rosenfeld.
Try and think if you were Blackadder in this a little bit or something.
I was.
Yeah. That's what I was getting the idea from.
Christmas special.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got that from the
No,
pie-eating fat kid.
Miggy. It's going to be Miggins.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to change my name. I had wrote it as Rosenfeld, but it's going to be Miggins now. We said that. Thanatos Miggins and Gonzo Miggins. That means.
Perfect combination.
That combination, seamless. Yeah, so he's like, with everything going on at the moment, so he turns around to you and goes, look, could you do the guild a favour, or being your debt? In fact, if you want to join, you can then have membership to join the Thieves Guild, both of you. Why not be two?
Well, I seem to do enough work in general.
Yeah, in
so
general
why
film.
not?
Would you mind just going with good wife
I haven't
Thanatos
killed
here?
anything in a little while.
It's
I
probably
like my hands and say, let's go for a barbecue.
it's probably just a cat down there. But if Gonzo's on a bender, out with his chicken,
What's the
and
odds?
she's all alone.
What's the odds it's got her down there doing something with that chicken?
It really could be. I'm a bit worried about that man. He's a bit straight. Well, looks a good wife with the
I'm
goose.
just
you know.
pointing over.
She's like, "What an egg! He's just laid an egg." Holds it up.
Get out. Get out. Instinctively, like going with a dagger, just bringing it in and out of a sheath. I'm gonna do it.
Is this the +1 dagger that from?
I have no idea where that is currently. I don't know if you've got it. If I've lost it.
I actually don't know who's got it.
It could be anywhere.
It was going backwards and forwards so many times. I don't think it's in my inventory. I know I've got a normal one, but I'm pretty sure I gave it back like ages ago. You've just never used it.
I don't think she's ever used it once.
I think
only
you used it to cut a rope once or something. That was it.
Yeah. Plus, it's magical +1. She might as well. Someone might as well have it apart from because the shell says.
If you find it, then let me
Yeah,
know.
give it back to Rob.
I've got barbecues at my
Well,
fingertips.
Would you want to give it to Rob anyway, just in case he needs a dagger?
If you find a card and that, I'll just see if I can swipe it off.
Yeah, you can have it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and then
just tell me
keep
if you
it.
can actually find the card.
Yeah. You can of course,
I
Otherwise, we've lost it somewhere.
yeah, it's gone. It's in the ether.
been
It's
eaten.
probably stuck in
In
something.
the
still
dungeon
alive.
somewhere where another group of adventurers like, oh, +1 dagger. Low-level adventurer party getting
You're lost my game. We're still going.
I
You got it. Right, you got
don't
it.
think I saw it earlier. I was going through my.
There is a fair old whack of cards.
Yeah.
Somehow I don't think I'm going to find the
Oh, yeah.
Rambo
Yeah, yeah.
arrow
There you go.
on D&D Beyond's
No.
list.
No.
Oh,
I've been busy. A lot of the arrows. I've made a load more arrows as well. Obviously, the broadhead.
I've got
some.
pyromancer.
Got a few more here.
So
That you have to really. Does it allow you to customise things? Beyond?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's homebrew stuff. It is.
Yeah.
But you can also
That's
just
cool.
modify an actual existing item.
I
'Cause-
forgot I had
It's
pyromancer
mostly
robes
yeah,
sewn into my
description stuff.
jacket.
yeah. So you. Okay, so.
I really feel like I should just steal this off you at some point, but then force you to give me the card anyway, so it kind of lets it out of the bag.
You should claim the arrow dagger. I only sort of gave her a dagger because it's really early days and not many spells, not many things needed it.
All right, she's half cut as far as I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, just for the sake of argument.
we've established she doesn't drink that much.
Which one was that one, wasn't it?
So that's 16. So that's a dirty 20 on a sleight of hand. I just see a glance of it, just sort of hanging to the sides.
Just for the story.
Just go and burn stuff.
I'll go with a dagger and that. Just like, yeah, let's do it.
You plan all that, and she's sort of waiting. She's like, "Oh, Rannoch's like, well, there's no hurry, is there? Gonzo's out and about, probably in some tavern, and sit down and have a drink, Mrs. Miggins." Good wife, found the toss. Oh, so you can go whenever you want now. So rather
I
than
really want to remember the name of that beer now. Let's go. You should try this.
beer,
Actually, let's see how trash he's going to get. Should we all roll 1d20 between us
and see
and
which.
find out what you get? It's a 3.
What you
17.
hear in the background is the landlord, who I forget his name. I can look it up in a minute if you. But he's like, goes to one of his lads and goes, oh, "Where is he? Where is the lad carrying? There he is. He's just bringing a new barrel in down there, the boy." He's like, "I've got a new beer in." Oh, what did we roll?
A 3.
17.
Oh, I rolled 17 as well. Good.
It's not very inventive one.
Shepherd's blonde shagger.
Well, that's kind of appropriate.
That's shaggy sheep. That means,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen at home, shaggy sheep. And I'll let you roll the percentage,
Just
whether
a-
it's D6,
yeah.
8, or 10. What would you think that would be if we were in a micro pub and you saw Shepherd's blonde shagger on the board?
It's got to be an
It's got to be an 8. It's got to be a D8 plus 2.
Oh, it's actually false advertising. It's a 1, so it's a 3.
3. Oh, it's nice.
It's actually a 7.
She's like, oh, that's very nice. You can really taste the shag.
Strangely refreshing.
I haven't had a shag like that since I was in that tavern with Gonzo.
Oh dear. Oh dear. And at that moment, I decide to stand up and leave.
I'll just say
I'm not far behind.
most of this table is actually based on beers I've actually drunk in my life. I've missed a trick. You can almost create Thirsty Ferret, but Badger's Thirsty Ferret. I haven't got Thirsty in the table, so I'm going to have to adjust that.
Sneak one of the less common ones.
Yeah, it's one I don't really like, so I'm going to adjust the table and work on it. Okay, so we end up. So we're going to go now, or
Yeah.
After that comment, we're off.
We're off. I might just quickly pause it because I'm going to grab another beer myself. Actually, that one seemed to have gone down rather well, so I'm going to pause before I forget. Okay, we've got beer. And now you guys are going to head out into the district. She lives in the garden district. And it's night time. In the garden district. If you look on your maps, there isn't a number for where she lives, but she lives just sort of Candle Street and Garden Street. There's a building at the bottom, one of those unnumbered ones there.
Oh, so much. I can't really.
It's fine. It's fine.
Meanwhile, at the pub.
Yeah, as I say,
Somehow they've had power cut.
I'll tell you what I should have
Even though
done
there's no power.
before I unpaused it. Yeah, too slowly. I should have you this out your way.
Always fun when you're trying to do stuff in the dark.
Whoop.
And the cat's now
just what I was
involved.
going to put it was where my cat just jumped onto the table.
Oh, I didn't realise he'd moved. What a pest.
Yeah, I saw him move. I didn't know which way he was going.
Come here. That's not really right. Okay. So he takes you to a house. The garden district is, you've been here before, that's where the Diargo noble house is, Hadrak nobles.
Mm-hmm.
And Kabassi, obviously Sturchenzo is in the merchant district. So yeah, it's a fairly well-to-do street, apart from there's a few rundown houses. One of them is the Volkers, that guy you met ages ago. And yeah, put yourself in shot. And for pure pointlessness. Pure pointlessness, just because I can. And she takes you to her. It's hovel, maybe? We don't know.
You can add to the video just a subtitle going house building noises.
House building. To her little house. She calls it home. She takes you inside.
I think it's just can't actually see it. Oh no, because the lights from the chimney. Trying to get some perspective on this.
And she's like, hurry up, lady. The gods don't like you being up at night, curfew, but. And she takes you in, and it's a fairly pleasant place. It's a bit drafty in there. No fireplace is lit inside yet.
We'll have to make a little point of this outside lantern.
So what I do is I'm sorry.
It's got night visions, and it just kind of freaked out a little bit because it didn't know if it was meant to use it or not.
So what are you doing to me? Oh, yes. Then we'll go in. We'll step inside.
Still thinking. There it goes.
Cameras. We go inside.
Brilliant fun. Really good camera.
So inside, it's surprisingly, even though it looks, it's not. She is just a peasant lady as well. Inside is surprisingly clean. And she's like, well, what would you expect? I am a cleaner after all. Looking after the bigwigs' things, holdings, houses.
Okay.
I went to see some like really inappropriate, expensive furniture.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you say you clean their houses, you mean clear them out?
Clean out the houses.
Can't get much cleaner than that. There's nothing to dust.
That's it. We'll go inside. Are you taking all your animals with you on this?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
You made that mistake in the past.
Oh, a bit cramped in here.
The dragon and dire wolf.
Yes. Oh, it's a perfect example actually. So these are still on night mode, but this is doing the ambient for the tabletop. No one can see what we're talking about, but just ambient lighting. There will be a video about this I'm going to be doing, setting up the actual lighting. So people then will be able to go, oh, that's what he was waffling on about that one time. So yeah, so we're in there, and she leads you through a few rooms. There's more rooms than one per train here. They've got like downstairs, front room, living room, kitchen. Leads you to the kitchen, and in sort of a utility room just off from the kitchen, there's a trapdoor, and she points, goes, the noises come from down there in my fruit cellar.
Okay.
Fruit cellar. She knows how gross things probably. Daytime. I'm not an expert.
Yeah. Now I'm not an expert on this.
I think she might mean that that's where she stores it, Walker.
I look at you, I'm just looking at her and go, 50-50 chance.
Could be.
If I go down now, I'm not going to be surprised if I see things attempted to be grown.
It's all going to be burnt to ashes shortly.
But you still smell nice. It's caramelised everything.
Caramelised apples. Yum yum.
Oh, too caramelised because that's just burnt.
We have an entrance to a cellar.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is in the cellar? Apart from fruit.
It's your fault for giving me the bloody camera over it. You know what
Are we going to be presuming that this isn't a trapped door or anything?
It should be, yeah.
It's her house.
It's her house, yeah. She's not an evil one. I mean, you can
You've got
insight
to
check her.
free to open it.
Feel free to insight check it, yeah. Just under there, there's just goose and chickens and just burst out. Goose chicken monster. You can insight check if you're thinking you're
fruit.
this is some sort of weird ass trap. That...
21.
Yeah, she's totally on the level. She is genuinely scared by the noises down there, and you can tell there's no ulterior motives apart from getting.
Is there any bolts or anything like that? She actually locks the hatch. I.e., if it wanted to come out, could it just come out on its own? Or she done something about it?
There is a latch across at the top you can push back. Yeah, okay. He has secured it.
Not got any Evil Dead moment coming out. The lots of chains all over it.
I have made the fruit cellar thing. It's quite a simple thing, but I'm going to do a video about it just so I can use the clip of someone's been in my fruit cellar.
Oh dear. Okay, let's open it then.
I'm just putting my bow sort of into my quiver, just going another close quarters again.
There is a ladder descending down into the darkness below.
Okay, can we hear anything?
Make a perception check.
21.
I'll let that roll.
Yeah, no, you can't hear anything as of yet.
Okay.
You can smell some fruit.
Nice.
What state fruit? Is it formerly known as fruit or?
Yeah. Going down?
I'm going down.
Okay.
Take your point on this one. Eh?
Let us. Are you all going down together? Just so I can
Just
set you up and.
Well, it's a hatch, so we need a packing order.
Yeah.
So if you're taking point, then I really want to. I really want you to do a test and that, see if you can unbolt that without falling on your ass or something. Because still not absolutely confirmed how many drinks you have.
Look, I fell over my face and fell out of a window.
I know, so it's a reoccurring thing.
So I'll put you guys.
At least you can go down steps this time rather than straight down.
I'll put your models there. I don't know if you want to be in the fruit salad just as we get around. I don't want to presume anything. Okay, I'm going to set it up a bit.
Draco's behind me.
Did you spot if there was a ladder or not, or did you just jump down the hole?
Draco's behind me because I don't want him getting killed.
Okay, well, so what have we got down here? So at the bottom of the ladder is a dry dirt cellar. There are some bags piled up against the walls and cobwebs fill the corners. A sack of dried apples is spilled across the floor. And now you're down here, you can hear a squeaking and a scratching noise from the southeast corner.
Where's that floorboard? I can find that floorboard all the time. I can't find it.
I haven't even repaired them. So.
That's kind of ironic, really. My microphone is generally stuck next to a squeaky floorboard.
So normally it's like...
So, yeah. I can't actually make it do it now. This is weird. Oh, there you go.
Just when you didn't want it.
It is dark down here, so you will need...
I like new art.
some sort of lighting down here. Are you still upstairs?
Yeah. Just while let's go. You dead yet?
Yeah, what are you reporting to, right? So you're going to light Newt up. Luke's
Going to light Newt up.
How long have you been wanting to do that? I think you put that in ages ago.
I
and
did,
don't
yeah.
think
I don't think it's properly been used, no.
We haven't had dungeon in a while.
No, I've set all this thing up.
Okay, can I see anything?
Apart from the sacks and where you are, I mean, you can start searching around for...
Yes, search around.
Okay,
Are there any hidden doors in the wall? Has a tunnel been dug? Or
okay, well,
something's obviously managing to get in there somehow.
let us roll some dice then. Make some sort of search abilities.
Just when I don't want a low dice roll.
Is it finally
12.
That's it. Okay. Which wall are you searching as well?
Just because I'm there, I'll search the one that's behind me to start off with.
What, this one here?
Yeah.
This one here. Okay, that's where the noise was coming from. That's where the scratching was coming from. That's the southeast.
Oh, right, okay.
And what you discover there is you sort of push the sacks away, and there is sort of a hole within the wall, and there, just big enough for a halfling, if you were a halfling to climb through, is a passage running off into the gloom.
Right.
Beyond from there.
Walker, there's a hole in the floor.
I know, I'm looking at it.
No, actually down here.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, it's sort of in the wall on level with the floor.
Alright, as you look down, I'm coming down.
Thanks for that.
Okay, as you come down, you hear a clattering noise and sort of whispering sounds filling the room. No sort of apparent source from the room itself, but it sounds like it's coming from behind you into the north wall.
Right. I wonder what's next door. What's next door?
Don't know, just houses.
So I was looking at something I could do, but it's just it appears like it's not relevant. Ranger skills. How big is that hatch?
How big is the hole? Are we too big to get through it?
Oh no, you can climb through. You'd be stupid.
Oh no, I'm wondering about
The hatch and the
Dragon
hole.
and direwolf can get through the actual
Yeah,
hatch.
it's 5 foot. They're not going to be able to come through. You're going to have to leave the
What,
place.
the dragon?
Yeah.
As well?
How big is the dragon now?
They're quite a size, the other small dragons. They're
So Draco can't come with me?
not for this one.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you don't need them. You're
Okay.
and she was like, "I'll take care of the doggo." And you hear her upstairs, and your doggo's got scabies or something. It's got no fur. The other one.
It's getting well fed.
He likes being tickled under the chin.
Come back up, she's just not there.
Ash.
What's she got?
Ash on the floor.
Yeah. Ash on the floor and sort of a bone by the wolf.
Teamwork.
Barbecue goose lady. Okay, looks like we're going through then.
It does indeed.
Can we
I'm looking at
see?
you as if you go on then. You want to go down this hatch first.
So I put Newt in front of the hole. Can we see any sort of light or anything coming? For how long is the passage?
Okay, so let's do this. We'll argue for a while. So Newt goes down for not much further than that. And can see a path going off.
Can Newt see anything?
Not really. Sort of. Well, you can sort of see, I guess. Is the paths.
Doesn't this have the ability to go up higher? So I just realised a snap on this. You
can go up a little bit, won't you?
Sort of going all the way up and then.
Thanks. See him going off into the gloom.
Okay.
While I'm here, that's all.
Newt comes back and says he can just tells me what he sees.
Okay.
Off we go then.
I'm following you.
Okay, I'll go to the end of this bit here. And go. Can I see or hear anything from either end? From either way?
You can make a perception check here.
23.
No.
What's your passive perception again?
15. Hang on, just looking through my novel. Where would it be? Oh, I haven't got that dagger now. I need to. That does 1d4 piercing damage, that dagger, just so you know.
Yeah, I haven't actually read one down, it's not. I really forgot where they are on these sheets. So it's D&D.
Left. Right.
Passive wisdom perception, 14.
Mine's a 60. Right.
Okay,
Yeah, same to do for a recce. Good direction.
okay, I get Newt to fly up here just to peek around the corner.
What he says, is he telepathic or I can never remember the name?
No.
Okay, send you back to him.
You can probably do light signals.
Yeah.
Morse code.
Not that I can remember. Let me just have a
I can't
look.
remember his communicado. Communication. Or...
Just familiar, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on.
It's weird sun.
Limited telepathy magic.
So limited with distance.
So, I think.
You get-
about distance, but
You get a room looking like the fruit cellar. In your mind, what Nick sees is a room looking like a fruit cellar, but really like it's collapsed, run down.
okay.
And there is on the other side of the room. There's another passage going through the wall on the other side of that room.
Okay. Well, so he can't see anyone there or anything there.
No, it's full of sort of debris.
Okay. I'll get him to fly up to the other corner, see what he can see around this corner.
Okay, he can see a corridor going straight down, but then there is a side passage opened up to his left that appears to go into.
Okay.
And as the passage goes on, and then sort of bends around to his right, the main passage. It looks like there's like a hole in the wall to the left as well.
We're definitely outside the size of this house.
Yeah, we definitely are.
These are what you can tell. These are tunnels that have been dug. So in places there's sort of braces, like wooden braces that are shoring it all up, like someone's been mining under
Okay.
the
I was about to say, maybe got
I'll pass all this
mining
on to
now.
Walter. Which way do you want to go?
I just put my hand out and just go towards you.
I don't think it really makes much difference. Looks like it's pretty much the same wherever you go.
You're the first one to take the first round.
You are in the safety of town. I've got peanuts over there. Okay, I stole
No,
them.
I'm okay,
There's
thank you.
some sorted peanuts.
I stole them.
As I was saying up the camera. There was ready sorted. Not ready sorted.
Roasted.
Roasted, thank you. It's so long since I had peanuts.
Dry roasted peanut.
Thank you.
I was seeing as Newt's in this corner, we might as well just go this way then.
Okay. It's been ages since I've used these tiles and I've forgotten how I use them effectively. Okay, so this tunnel, I'm going to leave the fruit salad behind.
There's that labyrinth movement again.
Yeah, didn't miss that.
Okay, so you can see here's do dungeon crawls more often. Practice.
We do things by the sea more now.
Yeah. That says that, and then just at the end there from it, so it bends round.
Which way? That way?
So it goes like that, so it bends round. If you want, you can put that there just to.
What, here?
Yeah, it's like a adult Lego.
Okay. Okay, can we see anything? Hear anything? $15.
Okay, put yourselves where you want to be in this place. By that tunnel entrance there.
Okay.
Was that where you want to be?
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
So here. Okay, from here you can hear the sound of running water, and you can from there you can see that this. So happy. So happy. First time being used in a game.
Nice.
It's being pushed, and
yes, I know what it is. Yeah.
It's the entrance to the sewers, and if you push through, whereas everything here seems to be kind of dug through with precision, and it's been shored up. The hole for this entrance hasn't been dug through from with the roll you got. It hasn't been dug through from where you are into the sewer.
It's from the sewer out.
Yeah, with all the dirt and debris here. Whereas everything else doesn't imply.
Okay.
Don't smell like fruit no more.
No, it definitely doesn't. Okay, let's go to the entrance. Can we look up? I look up and down. Can I see or hear anything apart from the water?
Towards the north. It would be trying to think where it carries on going up. Probably back the way you've come. Down south, you go down south. It goes off and just goes off into the sewers. Where it bends round there, that is an entrance way for the sewage to come in. So that's the only way from the sewers is back north, or back to where you come up the sewers.
Okay, so we'll go that way then.
You're entering the sewers. I think it's.
Are we?
You're going to forget about everything else that's over here. The assumption it's not just a complete circle.
Yeah, I suppose we could. If they've come from the sewers in, there's obviously perhaps something.
I don't want to speak for you, but this has given you, if you do encounter something, it has given you an alternative exit. You can.
Of course.
Well, that's still out from the video game.
I think we're going to carry on up here.
Okay.
I'm going up here. Can we see anything up in this corner?
You can indeed. I'm going to break this down a bit because we don't. Man, I haven't done Dodge recording for ages. This is great.
Everything's moving. I don't know if that's going to be right.
We'll get it down there.
You hear, right? Are you going into the room?
Can't see anyone in there, no.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that
Yeah.
blob stuff over there?
Okay. I don't know if you can see what that is. If you've made a mental note of the map in your head, you said about it being a loop.
Yeah.
It was a loop where you were earlier on. Okay, so where you are now, you come to another fruit cellar.
Can you switch over to this one?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Thank you for that. So, yeah, along the south side of the wall is a large pile of dirt. Near the tunnel mouth that you come into is a small wheelbarrow, and it's loaded with shovels and picks. Wooden beams are piled neatly in the centre of the room, and in one corner, the north corner, there is a ladder leading to a trapdoor in the ceiling. There is also a pile of bloody rags in the other corner. And as you're sort of poking around and exploring at the moment, you hear the scraping of wood on wood, and a ray of light begins to shine into the room from a crack in the ceiling. Someone is opening the trapdoor, and I'm going to give you one turn to put yourselves where you want to be.
Okay, behind the wood,
And tell me what you want to do.
I tell Newt to turn his light off.
Okay. It's off.
You're behind the wood, yeah?
Hiding behind the wood. We're crouching down, hiding behind the wood.
Random dash, you come down by there.
Oh yeah. And now it's too dark to see. The camera's like, I know it's atmospheric.
So, thank you, man. I've got nothing to work with.
I'll put the lanterns back on. I think we got we're in the dark. Okay, so that's where you are. And I take it you're being stealthy and quiet, you know?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Just running on the corridor. Shit.
Finally. Is this our
What's the odds?
fourth game this year? I'm running a campaign called the Veiled Society. I don't know if anyone's seen the title on the it's our first Veiled Society member. Potentially. Maybe. Who knows? A hooded man comes down the ladder and he looks around. He's not expecting anyone, so he's not like where he's just coming down the ladder. He picks up the wheelbarrow and he begins. I take it Ash isn't there. Are you there?
What's Ash doing there?
Wait, Walker.
Oh, Walker. Yeah, sorry. Ash is that where you were?
That's where I went off to, yeah.
Okay, so you hear the wheelbarrow coming towards you then.
Has he got a lantern or anything like that?
Yeah, he's got a little lantern going on, so you'd see the light and hear the squeak of the wheels.
Just doing his day to day.
Yeah, he hasn't noticed you yet.
That's fine. Wait till he gets closer.
Let's watch this epically go wrong.
So you don't want to hide, or?
I'm just literally around the corner.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. So I've got nowhere to hide. I'm just around the corner. Going on the assumption he won't expect me to be there anyway.
Oh yeah, I thought you hid with Shell.
I originally, that's where I was, the model was, and then Shell went, she's going behind no, so I went, go.
Oh no, there's plenty of room there for you if you want to go there.
No, I was going to go around the other side now, just so I had an opportunity to get some range available, depending on what happened. So, if it's a bad move, it's a bad move. It's what I've done, literally with no notice. It's like I had one turn to do something, so.
He wheels round, and
is suddenly punched in the face.
you do now have a surprise round of combat before we do initiative.
Sorry about this.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are. Your granny for one.
Yes. Chicken man.
Yeah. Found him.
This is what you're up to. You're in some sort of sex club. 13 sex club.
Well, we all had an assumption anyway. I was waiting for that. So waiting for that to come up. So obvious that's going to happen. I don't know why I keep trying to punch people.
Are you not very good at it?
I'm not very good at hitting the punch. Landing the punch.
Natural one who's just...
Nat one on the attempt to hit him.
Oh, gone.
Oh, sorry, advantage. You said advantage, didn't you? Surprise.
No.
He's not seeing it coming. I know he's there. He doesn't.
Surprise is just you get a free combat before the.
I don't get advantage on it.
No.
Damn you, man! Damn you!
Like you just rolled a 1.
Yeah. I've just swung at him and just completely missed. Probably fell on my ass in front of him.
And that means you have to roll in the fun.
Yeah. I punched myself in the face. That's my percentile. 10.
Oh, don't be anything too
48.
Okay, you fall down prone, and your weapon, which you were punching, so you didn't have one in you, falls down. So you just fall down prone. This could be good for you. So you go to swing. Were you swinging before he come around the corner, or were you waiting until he come?
I was listening to it to sort of like, because he's dragging a cart, so I've got a fair estimate where
he's
he
coming
is.
from.
And it was just like, oh fuck, no, completely missed him.
Okay, so you mistime your punch. Obviously, we know this, and before he's even round the corner, you are on the floor. Before he's even reached around, you punched air. You've mistimed it. You've punched air, so you are now prone in the corner. Are you moving? As he comes round to the corner, he's like, "They didn't tell me there'd be another body." Are you moving?
That's what I was hoping you were going to say something. I go, I am just going to stay there, but have my hand like on my rapier.
Okay, I need to roll with dice for this. What would we need to make a check, don't we? We need to make
a perception check to see if I'm a corpse.
Deception. Let's go deception. Yeah.
Well, I'd roll deception. You'd roll perception. I'd say,
yes.
To see if I'm a corpse or not.
Yes, it's going to be one of those.
So you're going to do a disadvantage with low light, and I'm doing an assumption as you just made him say. Did you know there'd be another corpse?
That is fine.
Yeah. Let's pop another one on this one.
Don't roll the 1. Don't roll the 1.
It's gone. It's gone. Can't see it. Oh, that's 20.
I'm not even going to bother rolling.
Yeah. I am very good at corpse.
He stops and sort of actually, not hard, just kicks you in the teeth. Go, I'll come back for you later. I've got work to do.
How far away is he from me?
Well out of the way now. He's sort of gone round the corner.
Has he actually gone round the corner?
Yeah. At this stage, to see your knocked out body, and I feel I've done this. We need tension music for this. And he wills. He goes.
Is he muttering or anything like that?
Yeah, he's kind
silent.
of, oh God, I always have to do the artwork. You wait till I see the other boy. I hear him. If you want to make a stealthy perception check to look at where he's going at this point, without moving, and
which one do you want, stealth or perception?
stealth and perception. Just there.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, that's fine. He ignores the almost. You sort of notice him look at that open path by sewers, and you can see him like, and you hear him just go. No one told me they've opened this passage. I'm gonna have to have more words, more bodies, more passages. You wait till I see them. This shouldn't be here. And carries on trundling north. And after a while, the light fades off. And the sound dispatching, still sort of hear him and see the light. So if you want to stealth after him, see where he's going. Just remember.
Turn the ring on. Ring of invisibility.
Okay. What are you doing, the Alpha with here? Are you going to join the stealth search? Or...
Yeah,
You've got elven boots.
I've got elven boots.
There's something I would like you to do, but it would actually be an absolute nightmare to do to the size of the map.
Go around the
You
other
went
way.
the other way, but it was somehow to get the map all in here.
That's fine. That's fine if you want to do that.
I can go invisible.
I'll just totally separate out now two isolating things rather than have them. So we'll deal. So so you're going to go.
Did I see how much further would it go up that way before you hit that turn? Is he on that turn and disappeared? Because no other direction is it. He didn't go into the sewers. He went past it, which means they go back to where we started.
He goes back. Yeah, he's going pretty much. You figured out he's going back to where you started. So he's going to Mrs. McGinn's cellar, effectively.
Just going through my he's going. She involved in something, or she's just never go down there. Anyway, she's batshit crazy. So
yeah. Have you done hand gestures to shelter? Because you can do. So you're going. Are you going to follow the?
This is no good for anyone at home. I'm just pointing and that, going the other way, and then pointing car up, and then basically just got my hand around my throat. Go, make of that what you will.
Okay, so what are you doing, Galfenworth? Are you going down that passage?
I'll,
Or are you going to ignore your...
Or you're going to walk up to me and go, what?
What? Oh, be stealthy and go the other way?
Quiet. Oh,
I'll go the other way and see what's going on. I light Newt up again.
So, you go through a passage and it does bend north. The passage goes up, so you're going north, almost following parallel to where you would be on the opposite side.
Okay.
You soon come to a room that is what, and you can instantly see, but you're on the other side of it now. It's the room that Newt put into your mind earlier on, the cellar that seems to have collapsed.
Oh, okay.
Full of rubble and debris. Passable, perfectly passable, and you can even see another hole in the wall on the opposite side.
But it basically just goes back to
take you
where
where
we
you
were.
come from, yeah. You do hear a movement in that room now. You travel north and you go back to Mrs. Meekins' cellar, and you're probably expecting him to go up the ladder, let's say, from what you're saying now?
Yeah, I say I've got my ring of visibility on, so I'm trying to keep here's that
You're
card
fine,
because it's covering
you
all
don't
my
need to
noise.
roll for this, you don't need to roll for this, anything.
I just want to see what he's up to.
He goes into Mrs. Meekins' cellar, the door's now closed, and he doesn't even go near the ladder. Up where you thought you heard those whispering voices, he pushes aside some sacks and boxes, and there is another tunnel which he scoops down, and he takes his little cart into. We have this, isn't it? You're going to be here. Remember these rooms, because obviously that thing there is lovely and searchable. Attention. How did I have this? Was it here the ladder? That was here, wasn't it? So he pushes through here. We have it like this. And you're going to be here. So I've just totally done that random to see if that camera angle gets something.
Not on camera, but that's it.
Totally bad camera angle. It's totally, yeah. So yeah. And he proceeds north through. I can tell you carry on pursuing.
I've seen where he's gone. I'm going to wait till you catch up, or hope you don't get in trouble on the run.
Back to Galfin. I've sort of really done these the wrong way, haven't I? But then that's where they were. Okay, Galfin, with you will too many broken times. So that's where the room will be here.
Mm-hmm.
I foolishly only made one dirt fruit cellar tile. I did not think they would be splitting up, so that's where that room is. So, I
Okay,
guess.
so you said there was.
First
I was aware of some movement.
Yeah.
Can I see what it is?
Not from here. I think it's not constant either. What you thought, you know, that it's not moving around now. I'll make some stuff. Well, that's the debris. And you can see the other entrance here. So if we put you there, look at that. Cameras are plenty. So Newt was obviously coming in from this end of the room, looking down. And the sound just sounded like something falling, scraping, and it's not there now.
So there's nothing in there.
Don't know. You're not in the room. You haven't looked.
I'm going in the room and having a look. Oh, I squished.
This chamber was apparently once the cellar of a house. It is now chocked with rubble, burnt beams and dirt. Several paths can carefully be picked across the room. A chuckling sound continually echoes through the room. A glowing light taking a vague form of a person floats about the room as it passes through the beams. The sound seems to come from it. The form passes through the wall and disappears from sight.
Okay. I turn around, go back to Walker.
Okay.
Well,
That is fair enough, yeah. I'll practice the dungeon crawling, yeah.
go off and do your own jolly thing.
She's used to soloing it and going, nope.
No.
I know a trap when I see one.
Bye, ghosty thing.
Okay, so you make your way back and find Walker. In the meantime, he has gotten.
And I tell him all
a fair
about my
way away.
encounter.
He's squeaking his head because that car is rusty as
There's some sort of ghosty thing down there in that other room with the falling down stuff.
I haven't turned the ring off yet, so it's quite funny.
Yeah. So what happens is, you go back sort of where you come from. I don't know if this is it. Are you going to shout out for Walker, or what are you?
I'm not going to shout out.
He is now just slightly out of the
You
way.
know where I was going approximately.
So you've come back to Good White Thanatos's. Man, I've just forgot about this. Tiles everywhere.
Just as you're approaching near the ladder and stuff, I disappear in front of you. I was going to make it more uncomfortable.
You can do.
No, because I know she's just going to actually react and hit me or something like that. So.
Scream out, I think.
Let's get nat 20 on me.
Walker, I've had enough of a fright. There's a ghosty thing in that fallen down room
So the passage.
round the other way. It went through the wall and I bravely ran away.
Sometimes there's
probably
nothing.
the best plan.
Yeah.
We've got more concerns. No, sort of. I'm assuming he's left it wide open now because he's probably coming back at some point. Or is he hidden it again?
Oh, yeah, he hasn't moved it. Yeah, it's still open.
Yeah,
It's still
point
open.
to the new entrance that you didn't see there before.
Oh, okay.
Lucky enough, Cartboy's dumb. Thought I was dead. Thought I was a corpse.
Excellent. Well, when's the last time you had a bath? You do smell a bit like one, don't you?
All of us can smell like potpourri, darling. Well, you're in that bath for what, 2 weeks?
Oh, at least.
Why'd you bloody sobered up? You never stopped drinking as far as I can tell.
The wine and the bath went together extremely well.
Days.
Right.
So,
Off we go down another hole, are we?
do you have a plan of action?
Yeah, I'm considering going back up that ladder and going around getting paid enough.
You guys are getting paid.
You guys get paid.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, put yourselves where you want to be. I take it by the entranceway. Show me to. I take it here.
Yeah.
He went this way, by the way, just so I know. Right off. What I need though is a better system for this aspect of it. Perhaps magnets is the way.
This is the way.
Okay. There is a small, really small chamber in front of you there. It stinks. It's a small side passage that reeks of a foul odour. The walls are slimy and oozing. A sudden scraping noise is followed by a loud, wet plop, and a wave of sulphurous fumes fills the air. And some feces from above hits below.
No.
Found the toilet. We keep
Yeah,
on being...
no. Yeah, mate, don't check that.
Remember that times we had conversations about what
Yeah.
the toilet system's like? And here we are.
Okay, so I think we'll leave that to doing whatever it does. I'm definitely not going in there. What are you doing?
I strangely make a little note in a pad like, for once. So, okay.
2 weeks, 2 toilets.
Exactly. Morbidly curious about this for some reasons.
Yeah.
Okay then. If we're not going into...
No, we're definitely not going
I
in
thought
there.
it might at least have a bag of devouring under like a big one.
Yeah, there could be something in there. Something really cool. Let's have
But
a
it's
shot.
full of shit.
Yeah, it's probably got a really good item stuck in there somewhere.
Just put your hand into the feces.
No, thank you.
After you just literally just said I invented diseases.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you that before I started being proud of my...
Yes. Last week, completely immune to this sort of problem. This week, very sus.
This week we're mostly seeing toilets.
Avoiding the poop.
Avoiding the poop. Avoiding the poop. My players seem to
Can we
avoiding
still
the
hear?
poop.
Can we still hear his
Cart.
cart? Do we know
Really
where he's gone?
faintly. Now put yourself as you want to be, and then we can roll perception to see where it is coming from.
Okay, well, let's go to about here.
Can
so
we see
that
any
we can...
lights?
Yeah, can we see any light?
From where you are, unfortunately not. So he's obviously further away than what the light's shining.
That's fair enough.
Nothing's lit up in general. It's only if someone came down, they have to bring their own light source.
Yeah.
So there's nothing down.
You're scrabbling around in the dark at the moment. You are feeling, so you can't really see much in the way
Right,
of
so seeing as
you can see
we can
dark,
realise,
that heat waves,
there
infrared.
doesn't seem to be anyone there. I'm going to light Newt up now.
You can't. That's only a once per day.
Oh.
You have to have if you want to see.
When did you shut him down?
When I was in that room, so that he didn't see us.
Should have just cut him off out of it.
Live and learn.
Yeah. Oh well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So if you want to move with
Yeah,
any
night vision's not a thing for us guys.
no infravision.
Just a reminder.
Infravision, yes, yeah. We've gone Beck me with the.
Okay.
There is a creature in this game
You just know
that has
someone's
dark
going to be
vision.
shouting this.
5e dark vision. Cats. I think I would give dwarves dark vision as well. Actually, as 5e written as per 5e, but everyone else that would have it has
Too easy.
Yeah. So you can't see any heat radiance from anyone down there apart from Walker. And
Okay.
Lou.
I'll let him know that.
If you make a perception check for hearing, though,
Okay.
because you can hear that squeaking echoing round.
18.
It's coming from the north passage, the passage
I'd be more
towards
upset about
the
my passive instead of that roll.
So I can't like a 10 rather than my 16 passive.
That's fine. Passive is not handled that one. Passive would handle that situation anyway. So what you, because you can tell, I think the dark's playing things on your mind. You hear it coming from the south passage. And you're a bit turned around. You sort of feel where you're going. But that seems to have perhaps take you back to that long passage where you had the accident from, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Is it a straight run from where we came at? Because he went up that corridor that we didn't know about before when he moved the bags.
It's basically,
and then he had one turning in, which is the crapper.
Yeah.
And then it's just straight forward.
It went straight on. It's turning now, so the crap.
So we came in through this bit.
Yeah. So the crapper is effectively here.
Right. Okay. Right back in the room now. Yeah. Got it.
Well,
Noise is coming from ahead, up the corridor.
that'd be the toilet there.
Yeah, but it's going to be bouncing off the walls. So it's like any other turning we want to be aware of because we can't see it.
Do you want to light a lantern? Risky?
I can put a lantern on with a cover over it.
It does hood. Yeah, you can hood it so it lights.
Yeah.
Do you want to do
Just
that
so I can
then?
see where the walls are. That'd be useful. Yeah, I've not really got much of a choice.
Walker lights the lantern with the hood on it.
I will extinguish it the second I see another light source.
Okay.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Almost a reaction. You give me a reaction
Yeah.
to an out of combat reaction. I think that we should use those more often. And I've totally forgotten what I'm doing. Lantern.
Oh, turn it down! Study out!
That's what I
Power
do.
of two suns.
We'll do that just for the. Okay, so we're going north.
Yeah, up we go.
Okay, so you.
So the funny thing is, though, if I carried on after it, you'd have probably been bouncing off the walls by now. You'll be you'd be permanently lost.
I've got vision.
Yeah,
That doesn't help
there's
you
no
in
one
the dark.
around.
Yeah, there's no- yeah.
No, true.
That's it. As soon as there's no one else around, you go pitch black. All you're really seeing is blues of things. It'd be like a fuzzy blue you would see, I guess. Fuzzy blue wall, but you're still
I could go
not.
up the corridor like a ping pong ball. I'll be alright.
Okay, so it's a big. It goes. The passage winds up for a big, long time. The squeaking is now stopped now. But
But all the way ahead, we can't see a light.
no. But you come. What you do, your light does shine up now from where you are to where that end is a light wooden panel is covering a dimly lit cellar. You're going to be able to see that from there. What I shall do is set this up. So just to save time that wrong. And where you are, you can, and now from you getting that close, and if you want to dim your light a bit more, because you're going to get some light from.
I can see it. I can see a target. So yeah.
So the air is dry and smells of meats, cured hams, sausages hung from beams. Are you going up to the? Because you're still invisible, aren't you?
Mm.
Are you going to stealth up to the? Because there is a cover there. The cover, there's like a wooden, so it's like a pallet almost has been put in front of a hole, so you can stealth up there and poke through and see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I've dropped a peanut on the floor.
14.
There we go.
So we're going up to there, yeah?
Yeah.
I've got elfin boots on. So.
Make stealth with advantage. You still have to roll. You'll have advantage.
Still. Just bear with me.
That's alright.
I can't see. I haven't got my phone on me for a light. Thank you.
Light, you say?
Right. I've been working on such a thing. Yeah.
8 all in all. It was so with advantage. What do? Roll again.
Roll again. Definitely roll again.
15, 16, 17.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
That 8 actually put a little bit of a lump in my throat. Okay, so as you're getting near, You can hear voices, and you hear them go, "Come on," says one man. "But I think that's deep enough. Let's get it buried and go." "No," says the second man. "I want to make it deeper. No one will ever find this." And as you're getting there, you can hear them sort of digging, and then dirt being put on.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember something I should know.
So they're still in there.
I'm trying to remember if
No.
I gave Liam those boots or not in the end.
Misty boots? No, he didn't take them off you. As you're waiting, the other one goes, "Look, let's have a break. Let's go and have some wine, and we'll carry on in a bit." And then you hear the ladder runs go. And then there is an eerie silence.
Okay, let's go in and have a look.
You can hear your breath.
Slide the pallet.
Okay. A large bundle lies nearby.
Large bundle.
Yeah.
Let's investigate the large bundle.
Large bundle?
Okay.
Black Friday bundle.
That looks suspiciously like some sort of body. Right. Slide the pallet. We're going.
Typical.
Yeah.
Typical. We wanted good stuff, and that gave us a corpse.
Let's have a look at the bundle.
Okay. So you begin to unwrap the covering that is covering it, and it's definitely a person. You get so far, and a mass of blonde hair spills out, and as you uncover more, you recognise the person underneath from the heist. You recognise it as Liam's date for the heist. This is Lady Mariana Diago.
Oh my goodness. Lady.
I lean over, really quiet, just go, I suppose he's not going to get laid after all.
From the passage that is also here, there's another passage leading out of this room. There, you can hear the sounds of digging, pickaxing, hitting the wall, an occasional whip.
Okay.
And they went up through the cellar hatch.
Yeah, they've gone up into the floor above.
Okay.
Okay, let's re-wrap her up so that they don't realise we've been there.
Okay. You
And
Do you have anything you can track that body with?
because there has been murder.
A murder.
Murder must hurry.
Or it's a punishment for losing an item.
I don't think I.
Pretty harsh, there's not much to learn from it. But
Yeah. Now, this will teach you. Wait, hang on. You're dead. Learn nothing.
I will kill you till you die from it.
And while she's
I
looking
feel
for
like
that,
if we don't, there literally should have something at some stage where we can just trap a body.
Or trap something.
Basically, kind of a high explosive
Yeah.
landmine.
that's something you can research in the Wizards Guild, which you're also a member of. All these things at your fingertips.
No, I haven't really.
Okay.
We need the equivalent of a hide in do the old grenade under the body job and pull the pin out of it and then wait for the body handle it.
Okay, what's your next move?
Okay, let's investigate where that noise is coming from.
Okay.
You said that there was a pickaxe noise against.
So that comes here, and eventually, I make the path. This path here will be longer. So it goes down the path, turns a corner, and there is a longer path. It leads to another chamber. Now, put yourselves sort of roughly where you'll be, and make a stealth check roll.
As you start moving forward, can I just climb that ladder a touch? Is the hatch open or closed?
It's closed now.
Closed, I said just closed. Can I just go up that ladder a little bit and just listen to see if I can hear general talking
It's good to get some.
from the room directly above like where the hatch is?
Yeah, make
They've wandered off.
a stealth check.
I had to roll twice there.
Stealth, because you're going to have to.
I'm not trying to open a hatch. I just want to be below. I just want to go up the ladder a bit, so I'm below the hatch, just trying to interpret if there's anyone up there.
Yes, yeah. With disadvantage due to it being shut.
19.
Roll it again with disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
That's 20. You hear footsteps over there, and you hear sort of mumbled noises, and you sort of hear a wine cork being popped, a drinking go, and then you sort of hear one go, "We're out of wine." The body's not going anywhere. Let's go and get another bottle. And footsteps leave the house, and then the front door sort of closes.
I had to use my advantage because my roll was
Elfin
low.
boots.
So I got 15 all in all.
As you're going around the corner, as you get nearer and nearer to the walking along that corridor, the light from the room you're in gets dimmer, but another light gets brighter and brighter up in the corridor. You can hear the sound of pickaxes going and people, gruff voices shouting at people, just telling them, dig, you maggots, dig. We need to have tunnels all under this city, you dig.
On hearing that, can I test the hatch and pop it open just to see what I can see inside? See if they've left anything behind.
You can. If you want to stealth it, if you're
if they've gone,
they've
gone. But I'm mainly to test the hatch, see if I can get through in the first place, or if they put anything on it.
If you give it just a little
Your narrative,
little test, this way, even if they're there, they won't notice this. You feel it's not locked. You can feel if you pushed it further in.
Okay. I just want to quickly jump through that hatch. I know you're getting further and further away from me. I just want to jump through this hatch quickly and just see what they've got going on here. If they've left anything behind, is there any information that would be useful to identify what I'm dealing with here?
And with that, I'm going to
weapons
pause it to have
dumbasses?
a witness. I'm going to pause it now. Yeah. Okay. So bring it back halfway. That's good on pause. Okay. So where you are, when you yourself up, you can hear it and you can see there's a group of about 5 people looking like the guy who wheeled the wheelbarrow. So they're in sort of purple robes and hooded masks, and there are 3 wretched civilians in there just digging with pickaxes into the far corner.
Okay.
Walker, you are about to open the hatch. If you want to, you can go for it.
Yep.
If you don't want to,
I just want to see if this is their just a random bit, just a holiday destination for them as such, or they're having a break, or if it's possible they're just leaving stuff around and they're kind of operating out of it for a bit.
How are you going to open said hatch? Softly and quietly, or just surprise my foes?
Well, with my rolls, I am very confident there's no one there.
So you're just going to open it and go in?
I'm just going to open it and then just check it. And just give it like a quick once over.
So you push it
I'm
open.
going to get back to you soon. So.
And
Just got ahead.
well, you might come back if you want to. And what you find, you open into a deserted house. I mean, it doesn't even look like it's lived in as such. There's bits and pieces around. There's a nothing really. There's an old bed. You can sort of see a desk and one chair. It's a small house as well. It's like almost a single room house. No, you would come up into just a room. So you're in the basement. Effectively, you're in the cellar, and you're coming up into its first floor building.
Of course, yeah.
And what you're seeing is basically an old bed, a desk, and one chair. From where you're sitting, you can't see much more unless you go into the room.
Okay. I'm quickly just going to go up the ladder, just so I can get a full perspective of the room to see if there's anything laying around which might be incriminating to identify these people.
Okay, what are you doing now?
I'm going to come back to let Walker know what I've seen.
Okay, that is far enough away. It's quite far. I've set it up. I know it doesn't look like when I've set it up, but it's far enough away that any noise you make here won't disturb them, and any noise you have made there wouldn't have disturbed here. You're out of sound range. Quite a long passage there, but I should point that out. Right. So going back to Walker, we need to just. Well, my friend's so you're going up into the room and you're going to make your way back.
Mm-hmm.
I've lost. Hold on. Just dump so much stuff around me. I've lost. Maybe thought. That's Sam Hill, did I do that? So we are going to leave those alone, are we? The slavers.
Well, I'm just going to come back and let Walker know what I've seen.
Slavers. There is. Okay, just so I can set up. I'm going to put you here. Here and this. So we have a dual room, so that would. I might put lanterns on so I can see. No. Great, that still has it. Still blind. Lost a little.
All I can see is the cat's legs.
Yeah, so often we're going in, but am I getting sprung?
I feel like we need to set up another camera, and that just cat cam and that.
Cat cam.
Just during setups.
Like, yeah. when it's a bit slow, it's just like, here's cat cam.
I mean, you could do Theory of the Mind if you want, if there's nothing major to sort of discover.
But there is. There is indeed a diddly.
Oh,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Door to the house would be, say, there. Okay, so that is what did you actually come up and?
Yeah.
Are you coming up, Gal, from where?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so that is what we see. Let's. Okay. PC. What you can see now you're up here, you don't even need to roll for perception for this, is a muddy tracks that lead from the trapdoor to the front door, and a near empty bottle of wine is on the desk.
Near empty, not empty.
Yeah, drizzling well.
Can we search the room, please?
Yeah, sure. So where would you want to search?
I can't help myself. I've got to do it.
Could I search the desk?
I should point out we're upstairs, aren't we? Let's do.
While you're searching the desk, I pull both of my flasks out.
You're there. As you're doing that, all of a sudden, without warning, the door bursts open.
Damn you!
And 2 guards burst in with more outside. Come here, and they're just like, stop where you are, no one effing move.
As in official guards, not
Yeah,
the guards
town
that
guards.
just left.
Yeah, town
right,
guard.
Okay.
And one of them, 2 of them come in, one goes down to the cellar. What do you see down there? Comes back out and goes, just as we suspected.
I'll tell you exactly what's down there. Because we've just found it ourselves.
Oh, I like this story. I like this story.
We were hired by Chicken Man's wife. Can't remember.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't be bothered to write it
That's going to
down.
be a difficult DC.
Chicken Man's wife.
What's her name?
Let's face it, we all know who we're talking
You're telling me. What do you mean? What's her name? You're talking. All right.
She was always holding a goose.
I think you've been holding too many gooses. That's
Yeah.
in the goose owl.
Well, if you run through the tunnels, you'll find her house. She thought she had demons in the cellar. She hired
Her
us.
words, not ours.
Yeah.
As you're trying to explain and getting nowhere, you can see the guards beginning to. One's beginning to get his sword out. One's beginning to get the shackles out. And going. You can hear the other one going, "This is a cut and dry case." In walks someone you recognise from a while back. In walks Constable, I forget his name that I called him.
Well, if you don't know, we've got no chance.
Thistle Whiff. I've got it from an NPC book. So
Yeah, it's a weird name.
Grindlethorpe Thistlespine.
That's it.
And there's sort of, he almost has detective music playing behind him as he walks in. Oh, hello again. I know I said I was going to retire, but there's always one more day to retirement. Gentlemen, and he turns to the guards and goes, these 2 are with me. And they're like, what? And he's like,
I put my hands in the brim of your hat because I don't have one and just sort of like nod down.
Do you mind?
and he walks into the room.
Trust me, you'll love it. It's fine. He loves all this.
I'm glad you are here. You are one step ahead, honorary detectives. Turns to the guards and goes, you can leave us now. And with that, the guards go, we'll be right outside the door.
Your timing is impeccable.
It seems yours is. Earlier on this evening, about an hour ago, we are in, you may, a guest house from across the road.
We haven't looked outside yet.
Where are we?
I sort of just looked down at the hatch, just came out of there.
Oh, sorry, we are in totally the wrong house, by the way.
Yeah,
I should have done. That's my fault. We are not in that house with the desk. We are
brilliant
in.
detective, and that you got the wrong house. He still found us.
Yeah, sorry, wrong house. So it's not a Spartan house. That was a. We'll get to that. You will be in. This is a big house. You recognise it earlier on as the one that Liam went to. Is this the House Diago?
The rooms have got a lot bigger.
The room's got bigger ones. A light's been lit. You can light up the room, and what you thought was empty.
Guards now.
Retcon. What you thought was empty was actually just a servant's chamber. So it opens up. As he opens up another door, you can sort of see, and he goes, "We are in House Diago. Fortunato is left for sea. He is away on sea, and his daughter Marianne has been left here. And about an hour ago, a servant comes screaming into my office saying she has been murdered.
Murdered?
I, of course...
What, the servant?
No, the daughter, Marianne.
I was going to say, that's quite a...
I
For a corpse, that was quite a thing, for it to declare it's been murdered.
I was hoping it not to be the case, but I assembled the guard, and I can see you're already on the case. I'm glad I made you honorary constables.
An unfortunate coincidence, to be honest.
Have you got any idea of what's going on here? Apart from her poor Mariana's murder, there are tunnels everywhere under this city.
Unfortunately,
Through people's cellars.
Didn't you say something about slavers a minute ago?
Yeah, there was slavers.
to save all, I'll get the guards to look into the slavers in a minute. We have discovered tunnel entrances.
Yeah, there was
all
some
over the
poor
city.
people in there that need rescuing.
Whilst me and the guards are doing that, I shall charge you with doing the investigation of the murder.
You might want to tell the guards that there's probably 2 members of this, whoever they are.
We have suspects, do we? We have suspects. Okay, and
so they may
jots
want to
down.
be out of sight and catch them at the last minute.
2 suspects.
Yeah, there's also another person pushing a wheelbarrow.
I would
through.
imagine if this house is being watched, we have disturbed them and they won't be back tonight. So I'll leave a guard posted on the door.
I suggest the alley.
Unrequited access to this house to investigate.
Excellent.
I'm not going to disturb the body. I'll leave it here for you to examine and the crime scene as it is. Yes, I changed the bed because that would be a different.
I'm so glad I didn't do what I was going to do.
Yeah. I just realised I've got 2 maps. This one I've drawn myself and the book map, and I was looking at the book map myself.
I was kind of terrified that he might actually just go, "Oh, there's a drink over there," and Joe go, "No." I can't tell you why not to drink. You just don't drink it.
And with that, he leaves. He goes, "I shall deal with the slavers, late slavers round there. Bloody he sort of writes and he goes. And so now it's up to you to investigate said murder scene.
Okay.
Well, that could have gone worse.
Yeah, I think we were lucky there, weren't we? I thought I was going to have to fireball him. Actually, I was sort of looking forward to it, to be fair. But hey ho.
Once again, close quarters. How many times have I got to tell you?
You can never beat a good barbecue. I can choose to miss you, Walker. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, but pretty sure you're going to forget to do that one day.
So we have 2 rooms here we can begin to investigate. And obviously there is more rooms in the tunnels below.
Yeah, of course.
So let us begin. Where do you want to search in here? Let's have... So you're looking around the room. The guards haven't trampled too much. If you're looking around...
Have any of them gone down that hatch then?
One went down to look
They're
at the
bringing
body
back
and then come straight back up.
Yeah,
They've left
they
it
tell
down
anyone
there.
to deal with these slavers who might just come back any minute.
They're going to go via the...
Or they're
going
aware
via
of the
tunnels.
tunnels, so
Yeah,
they're going to go
they've
through
discovered
the
some tunnels. There's like probably not the ones you've seen. So
probably want to avoid the stinky one. Just saying.
So I take
haven't
it,
found it yet.
once your heart now settles, you can look around the room, and there are clear signs of struggle that you don't even need to roll for. You can sort of see certain things. So let's have a look. There is what appears to be a length of rope by the trapdoor. You can examine the body, of course, before we do this. I don't know if that's your.
Yeah, we could do, because we didn't do that properly, did we?
So we're going to leave this room.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go back to into the cellar, are we?
Sure. Well, you said something about a rope, just.
Yeah, as you're going down towards there, a length of rope cord by the. Do you want to pick it up and look at it and examine that?
I was wondering how long it was, if I could utilise it.
About 8 long.
Oh, okay, in that case, I will have a closer look.
Okay. Okay, you notice that it is a hemp rope and slightly blood-stained. Make a history or an intelligence history check or a intelligence type check.
Yeah, both going to come out as straight
Investigation,
dice anyway.
yeah.
That's 11. Don't know if you want to try and do better.
No, that's fine. I've got DC's written here for this. Yeah. So what you recognise is, especially if you've been living in the harbour and doing boats just recently, this is the type of boat that is used on ships, and also sometimes heavy-duty rope to lift things, rigging things, but mainly used by ships and shipwrights. Make a perception check while you bend it down to pick the rope up as well.
19.
As you sort of bent down to pick the rope, especially with you, would get advantage of this anyway, because this is in your character thing. And glint, a bit of gold glints out of the corner of your eye.
Squirrel.
Yeah. You go down to pick it up, and it's a gold signet.
Just a gold signet ring.
Signet ring, yeah. Okay, roll. You pick it up, and there is a heraldry on it. There's family heraldry. So if you roll a investigation or something, history or investigation, history, I think.
Yeah, still great dice. Useless these things. Travel detective. Oh, that was going to be 14. It changed up to a 6. Oh,
You
roll back the last second.
You don't recognise the family's. It's obviously a noble.
Can I look at it?
You can walk and go to.
18.
Okay, instantly you go. This is from the Kabassi household. This belongs to a Kabassi family member.
Oh, of course, it's obvious now. Just doing that, yeah, I know.
Just so we know, this is the meat of the today's adventure. Dungeon crawl was just because we haven't done it for a while. There was combat down there, but you sort of avoided it all. It's brilliant.
It's going. Yes, we haven't had combat for a while. They're still avoiding it.
I'm just gonna have to put it right in front of them in the future.
There's only one thing. I mean, you know where I was going with this. An intelligence check. How much was in that bottle when we left? And we came back, and it's a bit more full than it was before.
As
a bit off, but
you examine the rest of the house as well, and so you leave this room and go into like the main part of the house, where near we first started chatting, the dining room where we first started chatting to Marianne, and there are clear signs of a struggle here. There is a blood stain on the floor, and there is a dagger on the floor.
Can I just, before anything potentially goes wrong, go down there, drop a rope down or something, and just haul the body up, so it's not left down there in the basement? Yeah, just in case anyone wanders off of it.
So you're gonna cart the body up?
Yeah. I mean, I could do a strength test, just do it literally over my shoulder, I suppose. But...
So you're climbing down the ladder again? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go into the room?
Just so we know it's in a controlled area rather than all these tunnels.
Just while you're doing all this, someone yoinks it away.
Yeah.
It's like that Scooby-Doo thing where you go, there is a body here. Oh, there's no body here.
What? Damn bloody corpses walking off their own.
So there's broken dishes, furniture, and torn clothing, and the dagger is crusted in blood. As you're doing it, you're climbing down the ladder. You're now doing it with more light and more chance. You can see there's some sort of black sticky material on the ladder. Some sort of.
Sniff it.
Yeah, so you can examine it. It's
23 on perception.
Okay.
Or 17 on investigation. of where you want to go.
It's a black pitch.
Yes, I know, alarm.
Okay, so you've done investigation on it, have you? Yeah, so what you know is this is a pitch that's used to seal boats during building and repair. You're picking up the dagger, shell?
Yep.
Did I tell you at any point in that I was playing, like if I end up having to roll up another character, I was going to do a Harry Dresden job. I was going with a bit of a wizard in there.
Yeah.
Wizard detective. Just go, this would be perfect.
Except we're doing a murder mystery.
Yeah.
I suppose you are ranger, because it's sort of adjacent.
Ranger Dresden.
Ranger Dresden. Okay, as you're picking up the dagger, make a perception check as you sort of examine it and look at it and see if you can notice anything. It's covered in blood, like dry crusted blood.
Dirty 20.
Okay, save for this, just make sure. Yep, okay, that's fine. As you're looking at it, there is some fine strands of hair on it, just 2 strands of hair encrusted in the dry blood. And picking them up, you notice they are red.
Red.
Okay, so you're hauling the body up. You've got the picture. You've hauled it up. You've brought it up into the room.
We're going to see if I'm going to fail this simple task.
No, that's fine. You've got all the time in the world, so
Okay.
it's fine. You haul it up, and you unwrap it, and sure enough, in the light of this well-lit room, you can really see that it is Marianne Diago.
From wounds.
You can make a medicine check or an investigation check, whichever's better for you.
That's a 22.
Brilliant. What you can see is the body was strangled, possibly from behind, by a rope or a thick cord. Looking at the body, there are no other injuries. She hasn't been cut or bleeding.
The state of the neck is though there is injuries to the neck substantial.
Yeah,
Blood.
Strangling here. No other blood, no cuts.
So I'm
no...
looking at this this other bit of rope, or what it was, a small amount. You said it had blood on it.
Yeah.
So
Obviously what was
I'm
used.
looking for the neck if it is the actual damage.
Yeah. No, there's no blood
Where
there.
would there
It's
be blood?
just like bruise marks.
Right.
Bruising.
Oh,
scratches.
right, okay.
So it's maybe
Make
not
a-
murder weapon.
Investigation check. Now you got that with.
Yeah, that's because when you said blood, that's when I was
Yeah,
thinking,
there's a
"Well,
lot of
it's
blood
really strange
involved in
motion."
this, but she doesn't show signs of being.
Kicked off that one. Investigation. 7. I suck.
That's fine. You only needed 5 for this
Okay.
because it's so clear. Under her nails are blood, as in she looks like she's scratched someone, and
Fence wounds.
you don't see anything else under her fingernails with that.
So we can't tell if that was the rope used on her neck by the patterns left.
You can do.
You can try the crack of that one.
Coming back
I'm back up in the room.
Yeah,
You're
back up in the sort of
so
celery
yeah,
utility room that leads to the cellar.
You
Yeah.
haven't left.
17.
You can put a corpse there. Yeah.
No problem.
17.
Weird statement. Thanks for putting the corpse there.
Yeah.
Was it the
I
rope
tried to
used
help.
to strangle her? It was.
It sort of matches up with this rope would be, and as you examine her, underneath her nails as well, and crossing the blood, is another strand of red hair. She is blonde.
How had red hair?
I would say, going by what we found so far, that obviously she was strangled with this rope, but looking at the dagger, I would say she defended herself and probably injured the person that attacked her,
Explain the blood.
A
which
lot
would
of blood.
explain the
haven't
blood on the rope, on the dagger, and also under her fingernails. And obviously the assailant must have red hair.
We need to catch one of these lot. Get them to talk. Someone paid them to do this. Getting rid of a body is not.
Yeah.
It's been a while, and this should have been run quicker. So I will give you a hint. Remember earlier on, I put something down on the floor with beams, and you were like, "Oh, what's that?"
Oh, the rags.
Does that make sense now? What it was?
Oh, that's what they were, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I've extended it, and it's been about 2 hours since those.
Ah, so those rags we found.
You could. You could pop yourself back down to the tunnel, once it up, but we'll do it for the mind tunnels because you've explored.
Shall we go? I think we should look at those.
These tunnels been secured now.
Ish.
We'll have a look at
Ghost
those.
not outstanding.
Ghost not outstanding, yeah.
Just don't go to the ghosty one.
Still feel paranoid. Bloody ghosts.
Saw it go through the wall.
We all went on like tropical locations. I haven't seen a single one.
Oh.
This is my brain.
Just as you're about to go in, why can't I never remember his name? I'm going to have to just have a thing on my DM screen of his name.
Thistle Wait.
Pops his head, that's what it's going to be. Whatever it's not, it is now.
The one with the memory is the one that writes everything down as well.
Pokes his head round at you and just flips you. It's like shiny to both of you quickly. He goes, you may need things to get some leverage in the city, and flips you 2 gold stars that says constable on it. Deputy constable.
Wow, Liam's gonna love us.
Yeah, juxtaposition of things guild law, mate, law keepers.
Yeah. You got your knees yet as well.
Okay.
He's got the everything pile, but it's going to be on one of these.
Right, we're going to go and investigate those rags.
Okay, we're going
Remember
back.
those rags? I think they might have been used to tend the wound of the assailant.
It's possible. Depends on how many bodies go past this bloody place.
Okay, back to the caverns. The tunnels. Okay, so we go crawling through. You got your little hood lantern on.
Yeah, I'm not really
Enough
too worried
to
at this point.
give a bit of light. And you go past, you're going to go past the tunnel that takes you through almost the opposite way to what you come. And as you go down this other way, which is, is going to be... where are we? So, no, you're not. You're going to go straight the way you go, aren't you? You're going to be going straight down.
So I thought you were putting us straight into ghost territory straight away.
You remember the sewers, so you're not going to go there. So you're going to go past the poop hole, through Mrs. Miggins' cellar, then you go through another bit and turn left, away from Ghost
So
Hole.
just nip up from my head through the hole and just go, it's all done now, fixed, and then go back down again.
You
No
get
context.
to that mysterious entrance that was burst through where the sewers are. Are we ignoring that?
Currently, yes.
Oh, by the way, before you left, Thistleway was like, "Oh, look after, we'll get a guard looking after the corpse as evidence." So you're going to ignore...
Relay what we found to him, just so
Yeah.
Freddie's got something to run with.
So you end up back.
So walking down the corridor, I bet he's getting paid. We seem to be doing a lot of work, but I bet he's getting paid. I bet it's more than us.
I suppose it was there, wasn't it?
Probably going to get paid in chickens or something.
There could be a mega
Oh, goose eggs.
Yeah. She just dawns us as we're walking along, going, wait a minute.
goose eggs, fresh goose eggs.
Yeah, what's the exchange rate on those nowadays?
They're a luxury.
Well, to be honest, they are in real life.
Yes.
Eggs in general.
Mm-hmm.
So we're back to this room here.
I'll go investigate the rags.
Rags have moved.
They were here, weren't they?
Yeah. Ascension.
Put yourselves there. Put yourselves in the room.
Run Ascension.
Yeah, these are. They look like they've been used to mop up quite a substantial wound. This is more blood than obviously there was no wounds on Marianne's body, so you're probably right in your thing there.
Anything else there amongst it?
Where you look? What about me? Just not in the rags itself.
In the room?
Okay. Perception check for me.
I'm trying to get bearings now. What's up that hatch?
We haven't been up this one. That's where the guy came down from.
That's it.
Yes.
Can you make a perception check? I've got 8.
Well, because that's why I just said I got myself confused where we were. Because otherwise, I'm going to swing direwolf and can probably possibly pick up the sense of this stuff. I've never utilised him before.
Nope. That's why I said nope.
I'm trying to figure that one out.
But it scuppers my plans.
There's a whole bloody point of having animals that can do smelling and stuff. Perception.
Yeah.
23.
Okay. In amongst the rafters here, you see a little bit of parchment. And on the parchment, it appears to be a sort of map of the garden district with 4 buildings circled upon it.
Yeah, these are hot drops, so it's going.
So I may let you compare to your knowledge of the garden district yourselves, and then we can roll some dice to give you field blanks in. But see if we can just have a bit of fun.
Let me just find the map.
Apart from that, there's nothing else down here but in here. So I don't know if you want to pop upstairs to the room upstairs and.
District.
Certainly. Is that hatch still open?
It is, so you could be able to just go up here and.
So, but we've probably not been too subtle.
Called the garden district. Is it called?
Yeah.
I haven't got anything called the garden district.
You'd have a map called the garden district.
Should be a whole one.
Oh, hang on, I've missed the load. I've got like a novel here.
So you poke your head upstairs, yeah? We're going to go upstairs and get out of this grim cellar.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I've taken the rags with me.
Is if you can cast your
Gosh,
mind back to
street.
about 5 minutes ago,
Goose
where I described
street.
an empty room with a bed, a desk, and a door.
Tree Lane.
That's the
We're very copy and paste around it. Whatever that means, just something I heard from Jasper.
G6. Oh, G6 is House Hadrick.
Hey, G6, are you feeling? How are you getting that from my hand sketch map? You're taking the bloody stains and rags up, are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Garden Street, one on the corner.
How you got, I
G8.
thought I might need to help you out with that map. It's the worst drawn map
G8,
ever.
Diargo.
He's on it.
Shell, can I just have the map, please?
I've got to screw it up a bit because it's too
What?
easy.
No. Just look at for the camera. For the camera. This is the terrible map that I have drawn.
I'm used to reading doctors' writing.
And I thought there'd be a bit more. It wasn't deliberately drawn bad, I'm just terrible at drawing.
So,
Just mapping it straight out. That one, what?
No, a bit longer than that. I have to check to make sure you're correct.
I've got time to
this
think.
one,
I don't want
not sure.
I don't want to give you.
This one, we haven't got
Oh,
map.
now you're just being wrong. So now you can't see.
So is it near? What's G7? Cabassis. G7 is Cabassis.
Okay, there we go. So you're in a
That
dark
camera
room.
actually likes that.
Yeah.
Just that, literally that amount of light.
And
The camera
that's
really likes
near
it.
the House Hadrick.
Okay.
Somehow the
Okay.
soaked materials seem to be lighting up almost. They're glowing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bloody
going
right.
by this map.
Let's see if you're right with what's on the map.
This
What have
one
you got?
here
Yeah.
is G6. That's House
The top
Hadrick.
Okay.
Top set.
This one here
Yeah.
is G8, and that's House Diargo.
Bottom right.
Cool. Yeah.
The other two I haven't got
You haven't-
mapped,
You haven't got.
but 2 up from this one on the corner is G7, which is the Cabassis house. Now, if they're tunnelling everywhere, they could have tunnelled underneath.
I'll tell you what that one is. What one is you looking at? That bottom one there?
Yeah.
As you, just to save you a bit of time, as you're poking your head round, it's the bottom right-hand side one that's unnumbered on there. It's actually the building you're standing in. So that circle you've worked out looking, but you poke your head and go, I'm in the garden street. Oh, that's this building I'm in.
Okay, so what's the building we're in called?
Ruins.
Would you know this building? It's what it is. It's
sure if I go walk out the front door.
it's at the back of a butcher's.
Okay, I didn't roll the dice and I just
That's
knocked
right.
it.
And well, you've been in the city enough to know that this is a guest house run by Tyranno. He normally leases it out. It's our Airbnb. Actually, he normally leases out different people.
Run
different
by
people to stay here.
Tyranno.
Yeah.
Do we know
Probably where they
Tyranno?
started the excavation.
You don't know. You don't know.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Could well be if they've Airbnb'd it.
Yeah.
And this other one on the other corner, we haven't got that map.
You haven't got
either.
that far. Where it is. I can tell you on your map to save time later on. It would be that dark building. It's a tavern.
A bit lower. But
Oh, so it's not meant to be this one.
No, it's that tavern there. It's
G16.
Mhm.
Yeah, we haven't got that match yet.
In the room, there is the muddy footprints leading to the hatch and the door. A near empty bottle of wine is on the desk. I don't know if you want to examine the wine.
have that wine that this lot. No.
What you notice as you picture examining the wine?
Investigation or perception?
Either.
Well, perception comes out of 10, otherwise it's straightforward.
Okay.
What you
It's not
notice
great
when you're
wine.
looking at it as you're investigating it is there's no label on the bottle, but at the top there is a wax seal. I don't know how familiar you are with wines.
You're the wine one.
Ironically, this is where you really need a Neophil, so I am going to wreck on this. Remember ages ago, last season, when you were doing the Midnight Rogue, you were in the Merchants Guild, and he broke in, and he's been asking about it for ages. Ship's manifests.
Okay.
Right. Here's the payoff for Ship's manifest, Liam. I know sometimes listeners. Here's the payoff for it. Yeah, what you notice on this is wine from the Tarascan estates in the Far East. There is only one that you don't. They're not made from around here. They're imported in.
Yeah.
The Ship's manifest would have told you because you've read them, studied them. There's only one set of ships that import this in, and that's the Hadrak fleet that imports these in. It imports it into the city, and you know, if you make a, let's have a, what have I written down here before I forget?
By the Hadrax.
Label and bottle. Give me a history check for the when you're looking at the wax seal. Yeah, you recognise it because you've seen it in there, the Truscan estate. But this is more for where it goes from beyond when it comes in.
Oh, I saw nothing.
What do you
How
get?
old did I?
What do you get?
2.
Oh, well, at least I rolled a 6.
Okay, that's good enough to know that there's only one place in the city that sells it, but the name eludes you of the
What about
tavern
on
that sells
7?
it. Yeah. That's even worse. So, you're like, you don't drink wine, you just drink beer apparently.
You've been literally every bottle of wine you've had, and that in quotations is vinegar.
Yeah. But you know that this stuff is only sold in one place in this city, but
You can't
put your finger on it. Yeah. There's only one tavern in this area that sells it. But it's obviously something they like drinking.
Okay.
So where are we? We've got the muddy footprint. Do you want to? Also, the wine is brown coloured rather than anything else. You've got that as well. Okay, are we searching the desk inside the drawers? There's that to do.
Yeah, we'll have a look in all there.
Do you want to take a swig out of it and see if it jogs your memory?
Yeah. You can do. If you want to take a swig.
Yeah, I'll do that. Does it jog me memory?
I don't know, roll again. Try again.
It doesn't, but it's really strong and sweet tasting. So let's see. Let's have that as the end because let's role play that.
You know what they say, you know, it like tastes and smells.
Jog the memory.
Trigger memory, yeah.
9.
No. It's a bit better, but
still suck.
No, you still suck at it. But you know it's brown, sweet, and strong tasting.
You'd probably recognise it if you encountered it again.
In the drawer is a black hood, similar to what you saw the track black.
You know, I love accessorising.
Paper, please?
You know I like accessorising.
Feel free to stick that in some sort of bag hole if you want.
Yeah.
I just want to look into it and examine it a bit more. If you do,
Does it look familiar with anyone I've encountered recently?
it
I.e.
doesn't.
foot soldiers or anything like that.
But if you make an investigation check into it, just think. So if you see anything,
Investigation straight dice, isn't it? So it's 11.
no, you don't notice anything. It's just a black hood that's similar to what the guy you
Is
saw.
it in
come
good
down.
condition?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's swag it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so we now have, I guess, some clue. Unless you want to examine some more sites or anything, or I guess we've examined everything. We've done the Argo house, cellar, this house, and this cellar. So you now have a set of clues. Do you want to go over any of those clues? So what clues have we got here?
We've got the rope, bloodstained, type used on a ship.
Yep.
Gold signet ring,
Yeah.
Kabassi.
Yeah, there you go. There's a lead.
So we could go to the Kabassi house. It's actually very near the guest house run by Tirana, which is actually on this drawn map. So we could go and have a look there too while we're there. So I think we should go to the Kabassis house. See if there's anything going on there, because that guest house that's on this map is just literally on the other corner.
Lead the way.
So the garden district outside.
Yeah, we're going to the Kabassis house.
Okay, so you make your way to the Cabas's house and ring on the doorbell.
Okay.
There
Can you send Newt off for that? For a, go and find the rest of them, please. What have they been doing? God knows what they've eaten by now.
Oh yeah, the other two, your boys.
Dragon's 3 types of size.
Can you
Now.
sort-
It's just feasted off chickens and.
After a while, a gaunt manservant opens the door and goes, "Hello, what can I do for you at this hour of the night?"
We show our badges.
Oh, hello, constables. What may I do you for?
We need to talk to you about a crime that's been committed near here.
With that, I need to. Harlak comes to the door. Harlak Kabassi comes to the door, and he's like, "Oh, I am Harlak Kabassi. What can I do? You fine people, come in. Have a glass of wine if you like." And he invites you into his place. There is a lovely open fireplace going on. It's a large room with flames.
We get the ring out and show it to him. We found this ring at the crime site. Do you recognise it?
Hold on, let me just put some lights on because it's dark in here. He's like, turn some lights on.
Much better.
Yeah, so. So he looks at it and goes, yeah, I do recognise this. This is my cousin Ring's Octus. Octus Cabassi. I don't know if you remember the heist, because this name rings a bell to you as you see it. If you remember on the heist, there was a guy who was hassling Marianne at the party.
Yeah.
That Liam managed to get to leave the place. There was some sort of darkness. Yeah. That was Octus Cabassi who was hassling her. And so he takes the ring off you and goes, "Thank you. This has actually been missing for over a month."
We'll take that. Thank you. We'll take that back. That's actually evidence. You can't have that back.
You will get it in due time.
Fair enough.
I don't know if you want to do an insight or anything like that.
Yeah. Go for what you need to do in this.
Or if it's just really obvious, is he surprised by seeing this ring? Like at a crime site?
The crime site, yeah, give an insight for this with advantage because you're.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Now 20 and that's 23.
So what you can tell is he was initially happy to see the ring back, and you can see when he said that it's been missing for a month. Bear in mind the party was 2 weeks ago. That was he seemed to be on the level for that. When you mentioned it being seen on the crime scene, that was like, how did it end up there? Almost twitch of the face. Like,
yeah.
That shouldn't have been there. This was. I don't know if you want to ask him how he lost it, of course, how it got missing. Yes.
Do you know where your cousin's been recently? Have you seen him recently?
Octus, he's here, asleep at the moment.
Oh, is he? Can you go and wake him up, please? We'd like to speak to him.
He goes off and comes back down, and a fairly plump guy comes around. Yeah, he wasn't. He was that typical noble where he's overindulged in life. He comes down with this short, mousy brown hair. And he's like, "Oh, I understand my ring's been found." Yeah.
Well, apparently, it's been missing a month.
Missing, stolen. I was walking through one night and got argy-barged by someone, and then didn't actually notice that my purse and ring had been.
Oh, so you were mugged.
I wouldn't say mugged, because like someone fell into me. They fell down. I went to catch them and help them up, and didn't actually notice. So I was almost home that my purse and ring had been swiped from me.
Didn't bother reporting this thing.
These things happen. The ring's a ring. The purse was only 10 gold pieces.
Basically pickpocketed. Might be worth speaking to your kids.
I didn't know allegedly. Loud enough for him, I think.
Ring. Huge words with some of your kids.
It sounds so wrong.
Pickpocketing.
Do you recall anything about them? How old were they?
It was a man. He was
right, okay.
coming back from one of those shipbuilders people. Left a black goop on me.
Oh, okay.
Shoes off. I sort of bellowed it. Lord Octus, but I was too drunk.
God, cast show reference again.
It's always going to come back. I have no problem with it. Okay.
As I recall, he's a dark-haired guy, big bushy beard.
His name would start with B, would it?
I don't want to say too much, but ironically, yes. Once we're done with this in a few weeks' time,
What's the bloody chance of that?
let me know. Anyways, now look now, 'cause I've got
Do you know if he's alive?
That is so nice.
Everyone else is going, what?
Yeah, well, yeah. That is irony that I've
They're
just
going to
made.
go through the other episodes going, we missed something? No, it's like, no.
Yeah, no.
If you know, you know.
That was just such a good guess that I had to out of game, out of character, to go, yes.
Okay.
In character, you
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is there anything else you want to ask him?
Anyway, can I get back to my wine?
Okay.
I just see the wine colour and
Oh, what is it? Yeah, it's a dark brown.
it's a dark brown.
No label on the bottom. Still.
It's just really popular, that wine currently.
Can you
Seen a
tell us
few of
where,
those around here.
yeah, where did you get it from? Who sells it? We know
I
it's
know
only
it's just
sold.
not, it doesn't sound like it's on topic or anything, but
I know it's only sold in one place, but we couldn't remember where it was.
People of impeccable taste. The Silver Coin Tavern on Silversmith Yard in the Garden District.
Silver coin.
With that, Harlech kind of looks at him and goes, Octus, you shouldn't be drinking that. That's importing. That's from a rival family. Why don't you drink one of our own wines?
what a man does behind closed doors is no concern for the general public. I think that'll be all for this evening.
Why, thank you.
Okay.
And you're back out into... I guess it's now getting late. We are at night time. We can go to bed now and carry on this investigation
Yeah, we.
next time.
Okay, yeah, we can go to bed.
Just so I don't have to keep doing it. Every time we go out, it'll be like interesting. So you make yourself back to the Dagger Inn where you stand.
Has no retrieved the rest of the crew.
Is the crew? I don't know if you want to. You got time before you go to bed, before you carry on the investigation. You want to go back into the tunnels? Go to the ghost room.
Please, no combat at all. Just come on. So I set all this up and you probably put it on now.
We're going back to the ghost room. Okay, alright. So,
I tend to go, I couldn't sleep, I go down.
It might be some sort of wraith. I don't. We've had bad experiences with these
It's
things.
alright. Still got my sword.
Okay, we've got the boys. The boys are back.
the most pointless setup ever. Just I need something to look at.
As soon as I start doing a joke, she just pulls the bloody models away.
Sorry, I thought they might be in the way. So, Draco and Dog, are they going to go, or Spike, or whatever you call him? Fang?
Doesn't have a name. So,
So back in the tavern,
as soon
having
as
a
I
few
get named,
beers.
they die.
You haven't named him yet. And you can take time now probably to restock and think about your clues. What have we got so far? What have we got to investigate? What's tomorrow's plans?
I think.
So what have we got? Let's go over them. So, what have you got in your notes?
I think we should go and visit the Silver Coin Tavern tomorrow,
Cool. Oh, I'm all for that.
and the guest house. It's a bit late tonight, but the guest house as well. Let's have a look round that.
And that's where you were. You've been there. That's where the bloody rags were.
That's where the bloody rags were.
Yeah.
So we've already done that. Yeah, sorry.
That's right.
So
It's because
yeah,
I set you up on that one
the
initially.
Silver Coin Tavern tomorrow then.
Okay. Yes. You've also got the black pitch rope, which seems to be pointing towards a.
Yeah, the ship. So we could go to the shipbuilding yard as well.
So you're here, you can ask around. Don't forget you're quite near.
This is true.
You're in the harbour district, so you can. There's loads of salty sailors around here.
Okay. Where are you, Walker? Oh, Newt's fell over.
Who's pissed?
Where?
Got into one of those kegs. I'll just be at the bars.
Okay. Can we not bring the... Can the boys go to our room? They're not allowed in the bar?
The Dagger Tavern is kind of a safe haven for them. The landlord's kind of...
Oh, yeah. Leave them outside.
The streets, maybe not so much. Probably a bit.
Just got this image, I'll just go outside and see one of the urchins riding on him or something like that. Bloody soft touch you are.
Okay, so... Plus I want this
Your
set up.
predecessor was far more violent.
Just because it's something interesting to look at on the video, because there'll be a lot of theatre might now as you're going to place to place. And I'm not setting up my dockyard by you investigating pitch. Okay, so you're asking around for the pitch.
Yeah.
Thing. He goes,
And
can I
someone
do
who
a fisherman
has got
accent?
black hair
Depends
and
how stereotype you want to go.
and a
Yeah, hello,
bushy
sir.
beard.
I'm Amish, I think. Hello, sir. I'm Amish, I think. I am Pete the Fisherman. I think I've got nose. I'm
from many places.
I'm from many places, but originally from Ostland, which in your land, this is the genuine place in this world,
Yeah.
is you travel east, then north, you'll get to Ostland, land of Odin.
Hey, well, hey. You just made an order.
No, genuine thing. Genuine thing. It's the land, there's a Viking land in this world.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, yeah. I didn't know, fine.
Go Ostland. There was one time last year I was trying to get you to go. Really subtly him was now I'm just having I'm having Pete the Fisherman from Ostland. Peter, P-E-T-R. Hello. R.
Dash R.
What can I do for you?
You've given us so much on that, okay, but we've lost it now.
I'm just going to move these peanuts away from me because I keep eating them. They're bad for Peter's waist. That got you.
So,
I was waiting for it.
so we.
You try something not familiar, it's long enough, you can go into it straight. It always ends up that way.
We ask him about a bloke with dark hair and a big bushy black beard. Does it ring a bell with him?
Have you not seen the men down the docks? They're all black beards and big bushy beards. Apart from Peter, he had blonde hair.
Okay.
Basically, it's such a... there's loads of people with black hair and bushy beards.
What about the black pitch? Where do they mix up the black pitch and...
Peter bought some black pitch the other day. There are 4 suppliers that can be found in the harbour district, and now I've really gone Indian.
Yeah.
They sell it to anyone, fishermen, boat builders and shipwrights. So there's 4 in the harbour district, so... And he gives you a list of where the 4 are, so you can...
Okay.
Just clarify.
Yeah.
What are you drinking? Because I want to know why he's changing his 8, 14, and I'll let you run the last one.
I'll have 13 on that one. Peter is drinking mead.
You coward.
With a chaser of one of your owls. And he then goes, what is it? I will give you the deals you've rolled.
14, 20, and something, whatever you roll.
14. Farmer's Zesty Ferret. It's a bit better, so Pete wanted mead. Imported from the homeland of Ostland. You should go to Ostland.
So tempted to do a 100 dice. Percentage.
Okay.
It's only a 5%. He's a lightweight.
I'm only trying to base this character on the shop seller from Frozen. The guy who runs the spa around the back.
I'm not familiar.
I ask him, does he know anything about the Silver Coin Tavern?
They don't sell meat there, just wine. Not even any beer, just wine. In Garden District, Shipsmith's Lane. Peter doesn't go there, too expensive. No need.
Okay.
Don't let people in with my accent.
My mini accents.
That's why I have so many. So I can get around. So when you face, sometimes they all come out at once. Bloody hell.
Okay. Okay then.
Bed bites then, I guess.
Yeah.
So we are, you go to bed and you wake up the next day. Come downstairs and Pete is collapsed on the floor with a hug in a butt of meat.
Is it still full?
It's still full.
It's just a last one for the night. It's going to take home. It's just like... If I look around, do I find the dial? Did you come up with this and that, or is he now hugging it?
he's hugging it. You hear him talk about the sovereign crown. That's what he mentions. His country's sovereign crown in his sort of drunken, sleepy state. And I guess you're going to where are we going to today?
Silver Coin Tavern.
Silver Coin Tavern. Brilliant. Don't need to change the. Okay, so you make your way to Garden. How are you going travelling there? How are we getting there? So
how far away is it?
Garden District. So you got to go to two little books. Lost the book.
I suppose we could get on.
It's
a wolf. Go for a run.
Everything's walkable.
Fairly sure it won't carry two.
You're pretty much next door to the Garden District anyway.
Are we?
So you're in the Harbour District, the Garden District from where you are, because you're right on the edge. You're literally right on the edge. So where your inn is, there is a street, and then opposite you can see the Toronto guest house, the butcher's.
Oh, right, okay.
Mrs. Miggins' house. And just in the distance you see the gardens themselves there.
Okay, we'll just take an handball then.
And the inn's on the other side of the gardens. Are you going to go through the gardens themselves, or
if we
just
go past
stick to the streets?
Mrs. Miggins' house, is she there?
Do you want to go and see her?
So I put my head in the door.
Okay, that's fair enough. We can do that.
Let's go. Yep, demons. All cleared out now.
Just as I thought. I told Gonzo there was demons, and he was like, "No, there's no demons, just chickens and gooses." And I was like, "Demons, demons."
Yeah, 12 of them, all dead.
That's it. That's getting locked up. That is getting locked up. Gonzo, come here. Yes, dear. What do you want? Oh, God, not you again! He slams the door shut, and then suddenly there is hammering coming from the door. And you hear him go, "Not the front door, Gonzo, the cellar door, not the front door!" And he's like, "These guys keep on eating things."
I'm going to do both. I really want them to hear hammering on the other side of the door. just putting a bill up on there. £10 10 gold to something silly, something low. But
Car.
what?
So
tell you, I've got to stop doing stuff for free.
where? So we're obviously on Candle Street at the bottom here now. Your bottom of your map. You're working your way. I take it Garden Street to Smith Street Yard.
Yeah, let's go up Garden Street to.
You go at Garden Street and you notice in front of you are the public gardens, which you walk past and never been in.
Should we go in the gardens?
You don't have to. It's just saying. There we go. Just remember them for a future.
I want to do a thing if I end up getting slight flashbacks every now and again. If we go anywhere near where last time I saw Ash.
Yes.
This is a sidetrack for you.
Yeah. Not here, luckily.
Yeah, I know. Just only to.
Yeah. So, okay. So you ignore the gardens. I don't know what you've heard about the gardens, of course, where you in your stay here. Cool. This is where obviously the district gets its name from. The gardens are walled and originally designed as part of the country park inside the walls of the city by the previous ruler, Baron of Valentes, who's put it in there. You've heard that when the rulership was usurped by Lord Ashore, he opted not to build the planned mansion, and instead they were a display of rare sign of humanity and given over to the city. And apparently inside are a collection of rare and wonderful plants all around the land. Perhaps in the future we can go there, just think to... Nothing to do with this picture. I like, just as we explain things, just to give you a layout of what the land is and things like that, just so you know where things are. Okay, there is a, where are we? G2, that's the sports arena. So we're going to go to the Silversmith's Yard.
Yeah, the Silver Coin Tavern.
So, Silver Coin Tavern. What you have noticed, this is the only tavern in this district, which is unusual, considering where you have been staying in the Harbour District, where there's mainly taverns. To go from that to this. And it is a really lovely building. You can tell this is where the knobs come to drink. You know, there is not a bit of dirt on the windows. No plaster is cracked on the outside. The sign on the outside doesn't even have a hanging sign. It's just a proper sign on the wall. Silver Coin Tavern, fine wines and spirits, and other exotic drinks underneath. Are you going in there?
They probably mean beer by that. They probably barely know what beer is.
Do a quick turn around to the posh side.
This is how we upgrade. We just swap the walls around.
Also got to swap out the barman because he's the ropey barman. I have 3 barmen. I have ropey barman, middle barman, and posh barman.
I suppose we should take Draco
Hoity-toity barman.
Hoity-toity barman, which I can't find. This is criminal.
You can never find them. They're always busy.
There he is.
Probably doing something nefarious. Ironically.
So let us have swap out barman and yes, Barnum from Lord of the Rings. So we're going to go into this lovely tavern, are we?
Yeah.
There's new fresh walls and everything.
Fresh walls, fresh coat of paint. Town Tavern's busy. What? I've got to sort that out. There's not brawl going on in here.
Instant brawl.
Instant brawl.
Toff's have had too much to drink.
Okay, so where are we? As you're going in, what you're noticing is I normally have this right by me when I play this, but I'm thinking no, they have him here just then.
He tried to put us in combat, so now he's forgotten all his people.
Let's get with that strumpet, and we'll have higher class strumpet.
Higher class.
Oh my god.
Some bit more gentry in here rather than the peasantry we're used to.
You'll get feedback if we do that. It's just a complete stop doing. And I don't care.
Okay.
It's up to Kev's editing.
Oh, I don't edit this.
Yeah, I
this
know.
goes up 100%.
I know, that's why I'm having my own little joke.
But I may edit in the. Let's have some monks here. They have a bit of wine. I may edit in some of that footage into my recap video. Okay, so yeah. What you notice straight away is what's true. It doesn't sell any ale. There's no ale here. It's all just wines and spirits. And make a perception check when you looked at the sign as well for me.
13.
30, 20.
Okay, as you're noticing, what you notice ever so slightly small, just on the sign, is the heraldry, the shield sign. It is the field is black and red, split diagonally down the bottom, and there is a sextant and 2 daggers shown in either way, which you recognise as the Hadrack family shield. So this pub is obviously owned by the Hadracks. If that means anything to you and your clues you got there. Inside, it is vibrant.
The wine's there.
It's a higher class of people in here. There are that you're probably what you're used to.
Just smelling my cloak. Yeah, there was something I was meant to do.
The furnishings and
You went to a
decor
bath.
are really refined and would not look out of place in a noble's mansion itself. With clientele to match. You look at the prices are listed up behind the bar, something you're not used to normally a tangle, but they're chalked up. And they're really high, you know, when you're used to paying a few coins for a drink. This is like a week's worth of drinking in one drink here.
Everything starts with a gold. No silver, brass.
With that, the landlord kind of looks over to you. What are you wearing?
Just what we always wear.
Adventuring gear or city gear?
I've got my normal gear on now, but I've got the star pushed.
Adventuring gear, so yeah,
outside.
okay.
Yeah, not.
So
Because you're even though you're in your ranger gear where
it's like pushed on to like
it's prominent place.
yeah.
I forgot you've actually made yourself look better anyway. You're not like a wizard. You did all that. You actually specified that you actually sewed yourself into look like
higher class pirate.
higher class pirate. Yeah.
I like to think.
Is your star on the
My star is on my hat.
what?
Straight up.
Okay.
Okay.
What the landlord was about to do is about to get the bouncer from the. There is a back room here. He's going to get him out, and he sort of.
Door person.
As you get, yes. As you get nearer, he sort of notices the badge and he's like, puts his hand up to stop. He goes, like, shakes hand. No, stay there. Hello, what may I assist you with? My name is Julius Oftran, proprietor of this fine establishment. How may I assist you, good selves?
We found some of the wine that's only sold here at a crime scene.
Any description? Why we sell many exclusive wines? And he sort of points behind onto his bar on your arm.
It didn't have a label on it,
Most
but
of our wines don't.
it was brown and very sweet. Does that recommend?
The Truscan estate wine. Yes.
Truscan?
Truscan. If you Trouscan. From far off lands, has to be imported in. Luckily, we are owned by House Hadrack, and they're the only people that import it in. Good cellar, only sold here.
So this is why we should have took one of them down, so we could actually. This one ring a bell. Should should have taken some like henchman.
I mean, we
Has-
sell it here in the bar, but people do come in and buy bottles from us.
But obviously, extremely expensive wine. I mean, we found it near a crime scene, so.
I mean, I can provide you with a list of people that I can remember purchased it as by the bottle in the past week.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Okay, let's see now. Let's
Any how would you probably term it? Riffraff, but somehow trying to buy top shelf.
Indeed. We have merchants buy it, as well as some of the dockers will come in and just spend their week's wages on one bottle. So yes.
Right.
Let's see. The first person I can remember is Nibs, the cartographer.
Nibs, cartographer.
I see, Nibs. He's the one that ends up purchasing it, but it's his servant that comes in to buy it.
As you do.
There's one dance. Then there was, oh god, what a common person.
I'm doing the thing where I used to work with the barristers.
Yeah.
Well, I end up starting talking like them,
Yes.
and you can't turn it off.
You
for some
can't. Yeah.
reason.
About an hour after, it's like, why am I still speaking?
Yeah.
Gunwolf Clopward. Gunwolf Clopward. Yes.
Gunwolf.
Distinctive haircut he has.
Gunwolf.
Gunwolf Clopward.
Clopward.
KLOPWA.
Okay.
Funny haircut.
Funny hair. Okay.
I mean, you can combine clues.
Well, I was about to say it's so
What colour was...
outside chance on this one.
So is
What
it...
the colour is hair?
Yeah.
He
colour.
had
Anyone
blonde.
with red hair.
He had blonde hair.
Okay.
Or anyone.
Hair colour. Okay, I can. Let's see. There was
I don't know how common red is.
Dietram Salzburg, young upstart, thinks he's noble, but really just lower gentry. Brown hair. One of these dockers. Architer Gosfer. Filthy man, normally. Filthy. He may have red hair. He's hard to tell.
Archibald.
Architer.
Architer.
Arch as in arch, as in
Yeah.
ITER.
Architer.
Gosfer. Grossfer. GROSSFER.
Growth fur.
And then the last person I can, there was probably some more than this, obviously, but the last person I can remember buying this, and this one really springs to mind, it was that Seraphine the Jester. Now she has black hair, but you can't really see it underneath the hood.
Hood, you say?
Jester's hood.
Black hood by any chance?
No, red and orange, big loads of free spikes with bells on the end. Hat, I don't know what you call those things. Apparently there's a troop going on soon there. Some sort of thing going on in the market district soon, apparently. I did set it for a few more, but I can't remember who. But not many.
How big is this room? It's like there's doors and things going to other rooms.
There are doors. I don't know if you can make a perception check for the in itself to see if you can get a bit more of the layout. There is obviously the common room you're in.
The perception I wanted to do was looking around for doors, but seeing if any particular doors seem to be guarded. Like as in,
Okay.
door staff would literally be roaming, or they'd actually stand on station at a certain location.
Yep, you can do
But
that.
with that perception, to be honest, I don't know.
23.
What you notice is there's numerous staff in here, bar staff, and guard staff, and the guards do seem to congregate between a back door leading off.
Okay. Can you tell me what's in that door over there? Why is so
Simply,
heavily
yeah.
guarded?
Okay, you're going straight in for
Go
it.
straight in for it,
Yeah.
And he's like, well, that is, and a private inner bar, and it's by invitation only. It has been said that many daring adventurers started within these hallowed walls, but I can see no more.
It's more of a members' club sort of scenario, isn't it?
Kind of, yes. Yeah, well,
I can
you get
understand
to know, we'll invite you in. I mean, as members of the establishment, you are more than welcome to put your head in. There is nothing nefarious going on in this establishment here.
Might be worth going in to see if anybody knows anything.
Inside check.
Go for it.
I want to see if he's bluffing me, so I won't do it. Go in.
Oh, the double
around.
bluff. Yeah, have a look around. Have a look around. There's nothing to hide here. Nothing to hide here.
Yeah.
And there's blatantly something to hide.
Ooh, that was going to be a natural 20 for a second then. But it's still okay, I think. Where have we gone? Inside. 17.
No, he's on the level. That is just a bar. And
He's not bluffing me, as far as I can tell.
there may be a bit of shame where maybe something nefarious has happened there, but it's not by.
He's
not
quite
his main.
confident I won't find anything on the day.
Yes, yeah. Perhaps that something has happened in there that has been illegal, but it's not its intended day-to-day purpose.
Well, they're both
You can see-
politicians anyway, so it probably has.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing where it shouldn't be used for that, and you can see that most of the time there's a bit more pride in there, but there's a bit more.
There's
Maybe he's
mental
remembered that
process to say,
shameful
no,
time
today's
when.
fine.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely no bodies in there, no.
There was that time when the guards raided it, and the politician had his fingers
Yeah.
in something he shouldn't have his fingers in, kind of thing. Yeah.
Or something else in something else.
Something else in something.
Recently
Yeah.
dead and yeah.
For the most part,
UK
he is.
politics joke. Well,
He is on there. It is a genuine private invitation club only bar. And
Do you want to
Do you-
post it in there, or are you happy
no, I
to
was
just
going
leave
to.
it?
Do you have facilities? Yes, I imagine a place like this, and that's I've seen
tell you what-
recently they existed.
we do, and it's brilliant. You don't have to go up 4 flights of stairs or outside. There's another door that says there is
I'm just going to point at it.
a privy here that takes you straight into the cellar, as in the sewer, as in he says.
Yeah.
It carries the effluence
Just go,
away.
perfect. Just for those playing home, I'm actually going to look.
Okay, I shall then pause it then on this
You
one.
don't have to pause it. I literally excused myself.
Okay, actually,
Yeah.
in-game roleplay.
Yeah.
So he now looks at you and goes, would you like to have one of these wines, or is there any other questions, or anything else I can assist you with?
Okay. No, I don't think so. Do you mind if I have a little look in your private bar?
Not at all, Constable, not at all. There is a momentary panic where it's like, I'm hoping there's nothing, no politician, no noble in there doing anything, but he goes in. At the time, at the moment, it's empty. No one's having a meeting.
Okay, so you don't mind if I have a little look around?
Go in.
Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to have a look round, see if I don't know. Going to have a look while we're here.
Yeah, sure. Inside it is just there is another bar there, and normally you can see there would be a staff member there, but there isn't at the moment.
No.
It is just an empty bar. As well done up as the bar you've just left, even though it may be just a bit of a temporary bar.
Any
occasional
doors
bar.
or trapdoors or anything in here anywhere?
From here there isn't. It is just one entrance in, one entrance out, which is probably why people like. I don't know if it gives you any ideas, perhaps for you to use as your own establishment for plotting and planning. It is a very perhaps no for the future. I'm putting note it down as a future place to plot and plan, and if you're bored of the divey places, because you load it wedged up.
Okay, I'm going to go and have a look at the privy.
So, well, after Walker comes back, and I don't know
Yeah.
how he's going to describe the privy to
Oh
you.
yeah, what was the privy like? Anything in the privy apart from the obvious?
Not a single drunk.
Clean as a whistle, no urine on the floor.
Apparently, they do actually clean this place. It's legit. No one would talk about anything.
I wonder if they let us move in. I like it here. It's nice.
Well,
Do you reckon they let dragons and direwolves in? They might let you in if you have a bath.
you keep pushing this envelope for that one. If it annoys you so much, why don't you buy me a new set of clothes? And then maybe I'll have a bath.
Okay, cool. Yeah, absolutely done.
It seems contradictory in that for me to get a bath and then go straight into these clothes again.
You have to buy Walker a whole new model now. Just to, posh Walker. If you've got 2 models, then Walker needs a posh model. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
We can get your
Upper-class
old
Walker
clothes
model.
laundered, you know. But you'd have to be naked for a while, so we will get you some new clothes. Because nobody needs to
I'm
see
not
that.
hiding up on the roofs and stuff and that naked while I wait for this to be done. You know I can't stay in rooms very long, so...
Okay, new clothes it is then after we've done this. And a very, very long bath, perhaps with sheep dip in it.
So, what do we gain from Julius? How many suspects we got here? Are there any suspects from
I've got, I think, one of the main suspects is this Gunwolf Clopward.
He had blonde hair.
Oh, no, not that one. Archita
I should have let you go for
Grossfur.
that one and just investigate this whole what?
Well, no, because I looked over, I went...
Yeah, you would.
No, Archibald Grossfur, because he's
And-
a bit of a...
I don't know who she's talking to right now.
Yeah. And
As your GM, I'm assuming you're the barman still.
yeah. Does that help you? Does that assist you? I said, Nibs, the cartographer, I could tell you what colour his hair is. I think it may be red. But it's normally his servant that comes in to buy it, so it doesn't stick
How
in the brain.
common is red hair in this location?
Not very. Not very.
I was going on the assumption, but I wanted to
All
say-
the sort of nobles' houses you met, like Octus, dark hair, the Halak, his cousin, had darkish hair. It's all brown and blonde. Peter had blonde hair. You haven't actually seen a red-headed person here. It's almost like
That's why it'd be striking to discover this.
it's almost like Disney's favourite place to live, just eradicating red-haired people. Topical.
Yeah. Unless they
Right.
want to do a swap out the last second.
Yeah.
Shall we, mainly because Archita Grossfur seemed to be not the type that would go in there and spend that amount of money on wine. Being a bit of a dirty, down and out type.
I don't think we did this, but when you discussed the bottle, did you actually ask how much it cost?
No, I forgot. I just actually expected it to be expensive.
Just for my own sanity, because I couldn't remember. What was it called?
It's
It
just
was
from the
called
Etruscan estate.
Etruscan wine from the Etruscan estate.
Etruscan wine bottle. As I started perusing their wine sort of stocks, yeah. Out of interest, is how much does that set back?
This can set you back, depending on obviously its supply and demand, depending on how much comes in via the ship into the Black Tank. 100 gold is normally
100 gold.
Yeah.
Really?
For my clientele, that's just like a copper penny.
Well, of course, yes.
But sometimes I do find it.
What
sometimes
if one was like buy 5 or something in one? Is there a discount you do? Is this a common occurrence in that when they buy multiple and maybe you give them a deal somewhere?
We don't like selling it in multiples too often because obviously we like to keep it exclusive. If they're buying
of course.
multiples, that makes me think that they're stocking in their place. So it doesn't happen too often, but occasionally
Well, you do have collectors, obviously.
I have to see the Anton.
I'm enjoying that kitchen. I figure I'm going with this.
I have to send a message to Anton Hadrak to ask him for special permission to.
I'll be straight with you. I am asking for a reason.
I
We've
get
seen
it.
multiple
I get it.
which, as our inquiries are going on, it actually seems more relevant all the time. But yes, we've encountered multiple problems now, and obviously this is a very expensive product.
It is, yes. It's normally bought by the bottle and drunk here. Occasionally, as I said, Nibs takes it away with him to drink in. Where his servant comes in and buys him a bottle or two. Sometimes
the people
free.
we are looking at for this particular crime, which obviously I can't divulge what this is really about. It's ongoing, but the people we've seen don't seem the sort to be able to just chuck that at the bottom of the line. So I'm trying to figure out how we got there, or multiple got there.
And then say, sometimes a docker will come in and just blow his weeks, sometimes a month's wages on a bottle or two. Probably to impress the lady, I would say.
But with the amount of bottles that we saw.
Very well, okay. It must be good stuff, that's what I'm saying. But
some of the best. Ironically, sir, I actually don't like wine, I like ale, but...
at that point, I'll just go, sir? I understand.
Yeah. So,
I know from my own heart.
don't think it weird if you see me in a tavern elsewhere drinking a good hour after closing time. This stuff gives me terrible gout.
It's a lead for you, don't worry, I won't tell them about it. and I point towards the actual people around.
Wine drinkers.
Not the toffs and that, basically
Yeah.
the riffraff.
Thank you, sir.
Just to get a judge a character and just going, I work here, I'm not
So
one of
he
them.
leans forward and kind of his persona just drops for a second. Goes, "Cheers, mate." I mean, thank you, sir.
I nod her hat again. Gotta get a hat.
Walker, there's going to be one time you do that, then you're going to get a slap.
Stop.
Oh, no.
This is
It's got to go on. Hang on.
I'm sorry. Yeah, priority the other side. It's just there.
Rare FaceTime cap. Actually, that should be your hat. You don't need to wear that all for every game.
It'd be
The
very
problem
hot.
is now they just assume that she's always wearing it.
Yeah.
And that didn't go on for like a second.
I'll actually wear that next game.
You wore it the
You
whole
are
of
never
Christmas.
going to get out there.
No, I was going to
He
try.
wore that the
Hoopla
whole
out
of
there,
Christmas
You can't be
Day,
out there when you're
not,
standing.
but- No.
not Christmas
With a
Day, just
hoopla
gone
out there.
Christmas Day before. It was in your stocking.
That's what I'm going to wear next game. That's going to be my DM's outfit.
Even when we had dinner,
It's not like you're going to be incognito or anything. Everyone knows what you look like.
I don't smoke.
Still will get you like a zero nicotine EC
Yeah.
version.
I would actually do that. I'd actually do that.
Yeah. They're really expensive.
Yeah. Isn't it weird? Taking that
That's what
poisons
it's
is more expensive than having the poisons. Topical.
Yeah.
Again. Okay, so are we going to leave this place?
Yeah, we could do. I think we need to. I don't suppose he knows where we can find these suspects.
I wouldn't know.
Well, Nibs the cartographer in the Merchants Guild and Nibs the cartographer's office.
Unless how obviously I've just sussed that he's maybe not as noble as.
Yeah.
So he might know more things about more seedy things going on than.
And he says Seraphine, she was a jester at the party that got, if you heard about that, there was the big Diago party that got robbed.
I saw
She was the jester.
tap the badge and goes, we are aware.
Oh yeah, she
Lovely
was a
this
jester
right
there.
now.
But she's just on the street. You see her normally in the market district when there's a market on with her troop. And
Where do
the
you
other
keep these? Because literally she's going like Walker and Ranger and it's literally just going, this is just filling all the boxes now, I've got a star in them.
You are literally a Walker Texas Ranger now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Since you said that, I didn't think about that until just now. We've ticked all the
Because
boxes.
I was wondering if you realised what you were doing.
No. No, I did not. Until you
Yeah.
just said that, I was like, oh my goodness. I'm taking you to Chuck Norris!
Yeah. That's it, I just attack people with my beard. Job
Oh my god.
That's it, primary attack, beard.
We are full on Walker Ranger.
also.
And I've got a pistol.
Oh, yeah, you got a pistol as well.
Rob is also redhead.
Oh, brilliant.
That is. So our prime suspect then.
Okay, so does
Maybe I
he
got
know?
drunk one night. Could be me.
Committed a murder.
Yeah. Just got jealous as goes too much.
Yeah,
Goes.
it's the man surfing.
Yeah.
I met the man surfing there. Got, no, it's not this. When he's doing the roof chase, you're like, I'll just go and murder
Yeah,
him.
that's where it's walked. I was chasing you, honest.
Plot twist.
I'm the bad guy.
Gunwolf Copwood. Do you know where he can be found?
I believe he's one of the lower gentry soap merchant district.
And obviously, you probably don't know where Archer to Grosvenor is. No.
Going by the state of mind wouldn't be too far from checking from the noose or the docks.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for all your help.
I think you're not going to buy a drink. I'm terrible at this. No pressure. Get you to buy a drink before we start doing all the.
To be honest, and I start looking over to you. Let's go. For research purposes alone, we'll have one of those bottles if you can give us a little bit of a discount. For research on an official case, obviously. As I put the proper voice back on.
Yeah.
Go.
Well, for you, just.
But lower key so the rest of them don't hear.
He looks around just to make sure there's no. Almost at this point looks a bit scared because obviously this is owned by a noble house. This establishment, so he's like, just take it. If anyone does see this on those.
I mean, like obviously, if you just happen to put it on the bar, and you may need to use the facilities yourself.
That is fine because
if you came back and found say 60 gold there. Obviously, someone left it there.
Thank you. I shall, and that. So he puts it on there and sort of just make. And all the time to make sure no one from the establishment is clocking onto him doing it. So you have a strong bottle of brown liquid, brownish liquid in there
for research purposes.
So back to the dagger inn.
So I'm just doing banking.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got a bottle that's worth at least 100.
Yeah.
Or if we could find someone that really wanted one,
So,
we weren't allowed in.
Well, that's what I say. Yeah, there is. I see what you're doing. That's clever. That is clever.
So we've got the
Possibly a peace offering.
the
somewhere down the line.
Tuscan. We've got the bottle of
I
Tuscan
should put out my
wine.
notes for this are just that for this whole round. So what you're doing is again a bit like last time.
Yeah.
I had nothing.
There's going to be more notes. Please.
Yeah, it's just one page of notes too.
Well, the beautiful thing about recording is going, I know I forgot something.
Yeah.
Where was it? Okay, there.
So, but where it's going, the actual investigation, I have not leading you. I just have what the clues are and the DC. So you can be written down.
Right, I think it might be a good idea to perhaps find Archer to Grosvenor first. He seems more.
Seems like a private suspect. So
Yeah, just even if it's just to eliminate him.
eliminate him.
I mean, you do have.
Be a barbecue. No, I didn't say that. Sorry. I'm getting.
This is
a
how
little...
we're walking out
I mean,
of the building.
You do have. You could do if he's a docker potentially or a noose. You do have the black pitch clue to go on where you can combine resources just to
Yeah, well, there's black pitch. There's the
save a
rope.
bit of time. You can go to the docks.
Yeah, if he's a bit of a docker, like dirty and all that, we'll go down there and see if it's.
Because you do
It
have.
could be. We've got a lot of stuff pointing to that area.
I'm more concerned the fact that we haven't interviewed anyone that may have been taken prisoner from our friends that done sweep tunnels. They must have intelligence. We can
Okay.
use.
What we can do is, I might
I'm
have.
so desperate to try and do my character. It's like
Yeah.
intelligence and straight roles and stuff. I feel like pushing the boundary too far.
We, your character needs better intelligence. It needs an intelligence boost. Perhaps there's a ring intelligence or something out in this world we can put on and go,
Or maybe, well,
you're isosceles. Homer Simpson, the glasses that Homer Simpson's found in the toilet that he puts on his head. He goes, the isosceles of a triangle is equal to the hypotenuse of a blood.
I think it kind of still works with character art though, because like I used to just do the enforcing side of things.
Yeah.
I used to have to find who I was after, obviously. So I think it still does
There's a
work.
certain level of investigation your character's done.
Yeah. That's the only way I can swing.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
And being, to be honest, the game's no offence, your backstory doesn't come into it much apart from an assassin trying to stab you for the book so often. Because you're so far south from where you stole the book from, you're perfectly safe. But you do have this Necronomicon for you that a cult of undead people want to steal from you. But this thing is literally your backstory, and now Liam come on in, it's just like, oh, that's really easy. Combine your backstories, I'm done. I'm city thieving, cool. Yeah, so this works. So yeah, I may even as a DM say you get an ability modifier and go, you can have a +1 to your intelligence. I'm gonna.
Despite the fact I'm not using intimidation for its entire process here, which would be normally my go-to.
Yeah. I would say that. We need to have that. We need to do stuck in the middle with you with a chair in the middle and a raised blade.
Oh, trust me, I could do it if I found the situation right. Depends how grim you want to go. But at one moment with the party realising, going, oh, you did actually have a bit of a sketchy past, yeah.
Liam jumped the gun with that when he chopped off Vargo's hand off. That escalated really fast. Okay, so let's go down to the docks then, and let's investigate the Black Pitch, because we are winding up this session now. This is the investigation bit. We'll do the catching the culprits next week.
Yeah.
Because I feel next week, it'll be next week, the session first half hour is you explaining to Liam what happened in the investigation.
Why we haven't bothered to go and see if he's alive.
Right, going to the docks.
Going to the docks. And it's daytime. As you examine the docks.
So we're looking for someone with red hair. I mean,
what time is it?
In real time?
No.
Daytime. Hopefully, if my things will make up. Okay. There we go. Got it. Daytime.
Lovely.
Because we got up.
So it's about
we've gone to this place.
You've got up.
They open at 12? 6?
Yeah, there's some shops. Yeah, they're late pitch.
About 1.
Yeah, so it's about 1 in the afternoon. And there's 4 places in this area between the docks and the fish market. There's another place that sort of sells them in the fish market area. There's a. I'm
liking the fact that it's got a creek on there, and I'm trying not to do a creek.
It's doing it for you
on this board.
So there is in the fish market. There is a shipbuilding yard in there as well. That might be a place of interest. But at the moment, the pitch is sold in the harbour, and they sell it. Then they take it over to.
Can we see a particularly large ship being constructed in the distance?
In the fish market, yeah, you can see a ship being built. But it's not as fine as what you've seen in the standard things. It's not as fine. Your that's coming towards you soon. It's not like a Erendi naval vessel, but they're seaworthy enough. It's what you had before you've been on board. But yeah, so all 4 go down. What we'll do is we'll do all 4. We'll treat all 4 the same. So as you go in, guy with black hair and a big bushy beard opens the door and goes, "Hello, I'm Salty Sam, the pitch scam." Yeah, if I could. If I could, that would be happening.
Brian's alive! That's what we hear from a distance. What? Every time he wakes up, he always says it.
Gordon's alive! Oh, what can I do for you?
He's got like 3 times bigger in the last 10 seconds. Once again, going to mean nothing to a lot of people.
Have you? These might be some questions. Some weird. You might think these is a bit weird. These questions.
Questions! I like questions.
Good God, I'm going to be deaf by the time we leave this place.
I'm glad, and I start tapping the the start and just go.
I tap my
I'm glad
hat.
you like questions.
Oh!
Does that shut him down a bit?
He quiets down. That really hurts.
I'm just trying to help you.
Do you know? Yeah, I have jump out of my skin every time. Archer,
Can I sell you any pitch?
do I look like I need any pitch?
I don't know. I sell it to all manner of people.
Look, is this?
Sold it to a lady with a goose the other day.
Listen to me. What?
I sell pitch to anyone. Fishermen, boat builders,
Shush up. This pitch, is it flammable by any chance?
Well, it's tar. Yeah, you don't want to get near it when it's weighing up.
Right. Unless you let me get a word in edgeways, this place will go up in smoke, and I like my hands.
Just do it.
So don't upset me. You're annoying me now.
Lady, don't do that.
Okay.
It'll be our
So I
business.
take a few steps
And
away.
then it'll be up to one of my
from her
free
and just
broths.
any of the barrels.
Okay. Right. Do you
Mentally
know?
noting where the end of the dock is in case I've got to jump in
Look,
the
I'm
water.
sparking my fingers at the moment. Do
I know,
you
that's why I'm looking
know?
to see where the water is.
Do you know an Archer Grosvenor?
No, but we don't normally ask by names to buy pitch.
Okay. Do you know? Because obviously it's quite unusual.
A red-headed gentleman.
A red-headed gentleman might be a bit dirty.
Redhead. Now you come to mention it, I have sold pitch to a red-headed gentleman.
Have you?
Just the other week.
Just the other week. Okay.
And this answer, as you go to all four, is the same. The interrogation is the same. They've all sold pitch to it. I believe he works as a shipwright.
So he's a shipwright.
Normally hangs around with another scruffy-looking. All shipwrights are scruffy, really, as he's covered in pitch.
It's covered in pitch.
All a bit scruffy, aren't they?
Okay.
Just get a torch and stuff.
Just their fingers getting nearer to
Yeah.
Okay. I might walk out the door and just go. No.
Have some free pitch.
entire-
No, don't do that, lady. Have some free pitch.
Just blow the entire
Good
bloody
for
dock
ships,
up.
good for boats. If ever you have a boat you need it repaired, don't burn the place down. I'll do it for you half price.
Lovely. That could be
Noted.
handy. Glad I was horrible to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and we might be seeing you,
Do you
in
know-
the future.
Do you know this guy in particular? Maybe where he'd hang out? Where we could find him this time of day?
I'm afraid I don't. Shipyards and
Is this a
the
one-off
harbours.
purchase or is it a regular customer?
He actually buys it on a regular basis, so I'd imagine he works in the shipyard.
Well,
Probably drinks there too.
how shall I put this? If you do encounter him again, and I look around to see if I've got any of my urchins or anything
Yes.
hanging around.
Yes, there is. Short guy. It's the one that Nearfol in the Garden District. So it's the Squint. Comes up. Oh,
Just go. See the little chap.
That just made me laugh.
I'm going to run out of my track on this one because I'm winging this.
Sorry. I tried to
If
hold
you
it.
do happen to encounter him again in the next sort of say,
yes.
calm down. And start tapping on the star again.
I start sparking my fingers.
So it's really
Yeah.
loud working in the pitch refinery.
You may believe this, you may not, and I don't care either way. But some of the young folk around here, they do relay messages to me, and it would be in your favour if you cooperate. If not,
No, I certainly shall, sir. I certainly shall. There's no troubles there. Yeah, you'll find upside, gentlemen, yourself. discount on pitch. I shall let you know if someone buys it. So if... Let me get this straight. So if a black-haired man comes around and buys pitch, I'm to...
I start making a note. So, red-headed gentleman goes by the name of...
Right, so... Okay.
Archie to gross fur.
So, okay. So if a red-headed, and he looks at you first, then looks at Squid, kid comes down here to buy pitch.
Yes.
A red-headed kid wants to buy pitch.
No.
I'm to let Archie to Grosvenor know that a red-headed... I'm sorry, sir.
And I just as I just get like sort of literally making myself as big as possible.
It's the fumes, sir.
And then moving,
it's the fumes, sir.
Move my robe to the side now so they can see like literally my
Okay, I'm going to get a piece of paper and a quill.
You may want to pay more
my
attention.
Jacket.
So
I write it down.
You're writing it down,
and I slap it into his hand.
This is my hand. I thought it was going to be the face.
And say, red-headed gentleman called Archie to Grosvenor. It's written on that piece of paper. If you don't, I might nail it to your head.
He glances. Do you want that back? But do you need that?
Yeah.
He glances at the paper, but pays more attention to the finery and the weapons on the wall. He goes, "Okay, I've got it now. I think red-headed gentleman, Archer. I can't read." But I've got it now as well. So it's the pitch, it's the fumes.
It's fairly simple instructions, my friend.
I don't know, it might have helped if I'd nailed it to his head.
However, though, this may help you remember more clearly. And I'll just drop like 5 gold just down there and go.
Thank you, sir. That definitely clears up the fumes.
I thought it might. And of course, if you do actually give us information that's useful, there might be more.
Excellent, sir. No, you seems like good people to know.
I'll take out my own stock.
Okay, you sure? Oh, so, okay, off to the shipbuilding part of the district then.
We're now getting late in the day, and what we're going to do is, we are actually going to leave the session
Okay,
here. We're going to end
fair
here.
enough. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm a bit upset there was no combat in this.
Yeah, that's why I was getting a bit...
Why do you think she's getting a little bit like, oh, yeah, random guy we need to interrogate? Let's burn him first.
Mysterious opening leading to the sewers diseases.
Yeah, but I don't want diseases.
Well, you guys go away with diseases.
What are disease rules? Open sewer. Diseases. Combat.
You've got poo one side and literally a sewer on the other side of the map. Come on.
Someone who likes being in the bath. I'm going to avoid both.
Yeah, he's, to be honest, that is on topic, to be honest.
That's well, okay.
I enjoyed that.
Murder mystery, and that is it. That's where we end this one.
Lovely.
Okay.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye bye. Bye bye.